Yeah. Who do you think will like is more favored here? Like, who are you rooting? I'm obviously rooting for Baz because after his performance in the first MS Cup, the first Castle Royale, like I can't not root for this guy, man.
Baz is definitely an entertainer. So I'm curious to see how he plays it out. I feel like this is going to go towards Ignideus. I feel like his decks are a little more aggressive and might actually be able to get under Baz's decks and win on turn like 7 or 8.
Oh, that is true. Volteobla, if he draws the wrong side of the deck, might just get overpowered by Natural Haven. Will also be very interesting to see Jerva against Volteo because this is like a match of value. Like who has the best value? Can Igni clear the Volteo board repeatedly, or will he just get overwhelmed by all of the stats that Volteo gave for free?
Absolutely. And if he gets his Volteo on 7 and gets like a 8-10 ward on board, I'd be really curious to see how Igni has to answer that, especially if there are 2 big wards on board that Igni has to try to clear if he wants to get that 5 damage from Jerva's leader effect to go face.
And like something else that we can talk about is that, well, since we see Neptus Shadow from Baz's side, and Neptus Shadow is a deck that doesn't see that much competitive play, mostly because most decks can either win on turn 9 or turn 10. You know, we're talking about OTK Portal, we're talking about Evil Sword, which doesn't have the OTK anymore, but can still do a lot of damage on turn 10. But in this, like, against Igni's decks, like, and of course, against the decks in general from this tournament, like, he might be able to get the OTK off by turn 10.
Yes, I expect him to get that OTK off on turn 10.
Oh, and I think
and
we
it
are...
looks like they're about to start.
Yeah, we're about to start right now, so it's exciting to see which decks that they'll queue first here.
Exactly.
Oh, Baz is opening up with Neptus Shadow against Ward Haven. What do you think about this? Like, between Neptus Shadow and Volteobla, which one do you think can beat Natural Haven?
I think the Volteo deck would actually be a little better against Shirayne, just because I think the Shadow deck has as much defense as Volteo would, and so I'd be curious to see how he's able to navigate through this. Because the only one in the Shadow deck is the Heo and Throcked, and it's very expensive. And oh, he plays Sacristan.
Yeah, Sacristan.
Correct me, am incorrect. Great deck for Baz up there. He's got the Sacristan 2 and Securator on 3.
Yeah, Sacristan is actually like
4 as well.
Really good against decks like Ward Haven in particular because it full heals you and is it like
Igni
a lot of
has Meowscar's Tribal right now.
Meowscar's Tribal. You can even get one of them discounted if he wants to play the Respite.
Yeah, see if he decides to go tempo with Sweetwing on 2, or if he just wants to set up more Meowscars. I expect him to play Sweetwing on 2 here to copy the Meowscar's Amulet.
Wait, you're on turn 2 right now.
Well, they just turned to him. I'm talking ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking ahead, as players normally do.
So now, right now it's turn 4 for Baz, and
wait, is it really? Am I that far behind? Oh
yeah,
no.
you are that far behind.
Oh no.
These players are playing very, very, very fast, and Baz decided to pop the Sacristan early. Decides to not use the Bonanza Necromancer. I'm gonna get yelled by Joy for mispronouncing that again. And Igni took some time to think on his turn 4 because he just stopped deck Daffodil, but there's a 5/5 board on the way, so he decides to play it anyway. I haven't played with Daffodil for like almost a year now, so
yeah, it's been about a year.
Yeah. So I kind of forgot if she activates her effect. Oh, she couldn't get the...
So when she attacks, she recovers the place, and every time you play a tree, she creates a Knight, the 1/1.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately, like
the Mouse Knight itself, every time you play a tree, the Mouse Knight gets +1/+1.
yeah, unfortunately, like he can't get the
He
Mouse
does
Knight
not
because
get the Mouse Knight.
yeah, because the stats on the Sacristan. Like this game is going very fast, and Baz right now is at 16, which is a good amount of health. That being said, he's not seeing any healing, and this is Ra coming down on 5. Oh, that could potentially be a good card, but he decides to play Nuptus
He's
instead.
playing the Lizard. I hadn't seen that in his list before. I like the idea of it though, to get a couple of amulets on board potentially. With it.
What do you think about this Nuptus play on 6? It's very risky. You're leaving Nyaskar on board.
He doesn't have a lot of his followers destroyed, and his alternative was to do some
Yeah, I
Jack
was
Shovel
thinking like
Evo with.
he could have done something with Jack Shovel and Kieran there, but I guess he wants to get the 6 out as fast as he can, but he's gonna take a lot of damage from this Meowscar here. Oh
sure
yeah,
why he
that's
felt the need
right.
to play out the Nexus there.
Maybe it was betting the Neptus would get a good last word then. Which is...
It's also unfortunate that he couldn't trade the droids first, since his plan was to evolve over the Raw, because he actually missed out on a burial right from the Nephthys, which could have been another high-cost follower that he doesn't have.
That is true, and the other unfortunate thing is that
Because he's still missing a 9-cost destroyed follower, a 10-cost destroyed follower, and he is just getting more down.
He's also missing the Nephthys, obviously. Oh, this is not...
So he could burial right the 9-cost Seahuan Rock.
This is lethal, by the way.
He's 6 at some point to get a 9-cost, because he hasn't had a Deathbringer yet.
This is over. Oh!
But yeah, it looks like Mr. Haven's mistaking.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of
That
damage.
is a lot of damage. Turn 7 getting annihilated with a 3 damage sniper.
Yeah, he top decked that sniper, but like he had the
he had the Punisher for lethal as well.
For lethal anyway, so he went for the easier lethal. Igni showing us the Natural Haven and Baz.
The power of Natural Haven.
Yeah. So we are going immediately on
runs
the
it
game.
back with the, or if he switches it up to Volteo here.
He's gonna switch it up.
He does switch.
He does switch. And
Let's see how your Dragon deck.
I guess Baz identified the same thing that we identified earlier, but maybe he can outvalue the Jarvo deck with Volteo, but we are not we not seeing
mulligans everything, looking for Jarvo, and Baz keeps Io to be defensive because he's in second. Might need at least a 2-drop.
Decides to not play the Io though. Oh, we see Jarva here, which he can play in about 2 turns, unless he draws another. I mean, even if he draws another rank, it would still come up in 2 turns.
I think I'm a turn behind, but I do not see Volteo yet.
Nope, he doesn't have Volteo yet. Here. Meanwhile, Igni's here. Oh,
Igni's over here ramping, setting up for Jarva. Looks like a turn 5. And he can evolve it instantly.
Bass really needs to find the Jarva now. Oh, he decides to evolve.
What do you think about the spider that Bass decided to play early on? Do you think that'll ever pop off? Because he doesn't have that many.
You're not wrong. I guess he is thinking of eventually popping up at some point to take the Jarva damage, but it's not looking like that's gonna happen now.
Archangel is nice for Baz though, if he can evolve that. That does heal him for 5 and increase his max health. That should stall him for 1 more turn against
Yeah, and he does have the Zelganea to help him stabilize a bit and heal in case Igni decides
that
to push.
too. So he's drawing a lot of his heal, which is very, very good, especially for his single pick. He doesn't have that much.
That being said,
So
though,
we see Igni trading in with the Jerva to make sure that damage.
we did see both of like the good cards for Volteo to summon. Spider and I forgot his name. Temperance. That's
Losing?
yeah, Luzin. Okay.
Yeah.
So he
Which
has.
he could use as more heal potentially, or just play it as a body on time. And he does play it for the spell, so he will get the heal at some point. And what's nice for Baz is he did find his Volteo, so we have a game here. Igni's going in with this Dark Prism.
Yeah, but what he doesn't know is that
damage
Baz has
immediately.
the one-off Zilgania in his deck to punish him for going aggressively there.
Oh, and he suddenly showers his own Dark Prison to get the extra damage in from the Jerva. These are the power plays that we like to see.
Oh, you have to. Oh yeah.
Right. So
Right.
Jerva's leader effect only does the 5 damage to a random enemy or phase if there's no follower in play. If you have no cards on your side of the field, so he has to sudden shower his own follower in order to make sure.
That being said, though, this is
All right.
But
what's unfortunate for Baz with this Volteo on 5 is that he has the amulet still on board, so he only gets 1 board.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. Because the Windweb Spider is kind of screwing him here. Wait. Oh god, that tornado. Dude, you're
showers, so he goes to 2.
Oh my god.
See if Baz can overcome this.
He couldn't. Like, I'm spoiling you a bit, but he couldn't. He just died to the spice. Like, actually dying to a spice.
Yeah, the spice shower, because he's not healing. Yeah,
yeah, I can't heal. He had some heals in his hand, but that's so
really sorry that I'm a turn behind. He even pops the spider, too. That was super hype, but unfortunately, Igni just had that spice shower the last 2 damage in.
Dying to the spice. Actual spice. How poetic. We'll see a lot.
I really like how, at the end of that game, the spider popped off after the Volteo had resolved, and there was still a carrier on board, so the spider still took the carrier and gained ward.
Yeah, it could have
an interaction I hadn't thought of.
It could have been a good thing for Baz, but sadly that was not enough. He was too low. Igni went super aggressive, and he just sealed the game before we can even catch up and know what happened.
And Igni takes it 2-0 over Baz, but we got to see every deck that both players brought, so it was still very exciting.
Yeah. Well, every deck that's not bad. Technically.
Right, of course.
Well, I lost the guy that I'm rooting for, but at least we have the next match to look forward to. Of course, the next match will be East, another SPO CAO caster. Is bringing Artifact Portal, Ward Haven, and Wrathblood. What do you think about this lineup?
So artifacts are very strong right now, and as is Wardhaven. The only outlier he has in his lineup is Wrathblood, so it'll be interesting to see how Wrathblood performs in this environment.
Of course, we're because this is like the second match of the day. We haven't gotten their bans yet, but if you want to predict their bans, like which of this deck would you ban?
So looking at DifferentFight's lineup, he's got Natura Haven, Evo Sword, and Spell Boost Rune. So Evo Sword and Rune are relatively slow, so I feel like he would want to ban Portal just to make sure he has a better chance to push through, because Evo Sword and Spell Boost I feel like have a very good matchup against Wardhaven.
Mm-hmm.
And Natura Haven I feel like can beat up on Wrathblood, because Wrathblood's going to be hitting itself, and then Natura Haven wants to keep hitting him harder.
But I also I kind of agree with that. But looking at it from the east side, of course he's playing against DifferentFight, and if we're talking about DifferentFight, we're gonna be talking about Sword. Would you think that East won't ban his Sword? And if he East is taking off banning DifferentFight Sword, would DifferentFight predict that and ban Wardhaven instead? Because he has Natural Haven, and Natural Haven doesn't really want to see Wardhaven.
That's a good point. So I'm gonna have to go to you for the Spell Boost Rune expertise. God. So how do you like Spell Boost Rune against Wardhaven?
I think Spell Boost Rune against Wardhaven is pretty okay if you get the Kuon game plan. If you are being forced onto the Rooney game plan, of course Wardhaven does have that one card, which is pain in the ass for everyone. We are talking about Yukari, and
Yukari late game
is playing 3 Yukari, of course. So
it
would be interesting.
I can't imagine Wardhaven without 3 Yukari. In fact, I can't imagine Haven right now without 3 Yukaris.
Yeah, that card is a pain. And and we are getting the ban. So
DifferentFight ban Sword. Sorry, DifferentFight ban is Sword. Yeah, and East ban is Portal, just as we expected.
Yep, so Portal is banned from east side of the field, and on DifferentFight side of the field, Evil Sword is banned. Of course.
So we will likely get to see how Natura Haven handles Wardhaven.
That would be interesting, because
are we still waiting on the code for the room? Looks like we are.
Yep, we are still waiting on the code. Do you have a better idea on the Natura Haven against Wardhaven? Because I haven't played a lot of Natura Haven, and I barely touch Wardhaven. So
yeah, I played a lot of Wardhaven last month, and surprisingly, I was playing it the week or two after Wardhaven was all the rage. So I actually didn't get to play the matchup as much as I expected to. But if Wardhaven gets that Anvelt early, it is extremely difficult for Natura Haven to push through that, because they're going to pop off their amulets on, say, turn 5, turn 4 the earliest if they have a lot of sneak attacks. And that's when Anvelt comes down if they have an early Anvelt. And then that cleans the board, puts 2 or 3 large ward threats on board that Natura Haven can't get through.
Yeah,
so
it'd be very exciting to see how DifferentFight overcome this. Yep. So talking about this matchup a bit more, East and DifferentFight is obviously a very good friend. DifferentFight is a mod in East Twitch channel, and if you missed the first Castle Royale, this is actually the second time they are fighting in the quarterfinal, the first match of their day for them. So last time DifferentFight won. He did get to play Sword that time though. This time East decides to learn
his lesson.
Yeah. Yep. Bans DifferentFight Sword. So DifferentFight, he after his match against East in the first Castle Royale, that get to play all the way to the finals, and he screw up on Rune. This time he gets to play the Rune again, so he might need to not screw up again on the Rune there.
We'll see about that. I actually noticed that DifferentFight was streaming his main game, Vanguard, earlier today, so I don't think he's overly concerned, and I think he's ready to go.
Yeah. Both of the players are already ready on the room, and we're just waiting for them to start now.
Yeah.
What did
is there? I'm trying to look at the list to see if there's anything interesting we can mention, and before I can, they're starting up immediately.
Yeah. So let's see.
Hopefully I'm not delayed again.
Well, I'll try to cover for you. DifferentFight decides to queue Rude first onto East.
Decides to start with Wardhaven. This is great for DifferentFight because I believe Spell Boost is more favored than a Churro Haven in this matchup, and we see East with that Anvil.
He's showing, but I was about to say is showing that he is Haven main, quote unquote, because
And East is going first. This is looking pretty spicy. This is the exact curve the East wants. Realistically, he's got the Anvils on one and multiple wards to curve into.
But we see on the other side, we also like DifferentFight also has a very good hand right now. He's seeing the turn 1 insight onto 2 card to spell boost. He also has a
including
2 spell.
a Kuon.
Yeah, a spell for next turn as well. So if he can draw well for the next few turns, he's seeing a very fast turn 6 Kuon. Maybe turn 5 if he gets a bunch of 1-cost spell.
My concern for DifferentFight here is that although he has a lot of spells early, none of them are direct removal. Sure, Offering Tomorrow can do 1 damage at the end of some turns. However, he doesn't have direct removal, so he's not going to be clearing these followers early. And as soon as I say that, he has Scorching Blast. But this Anvil's going to decrease in cost very quickly.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I think in this matchup especially, you don't really care about an early Anvil, because as long as you can answer the Anvil by the time they pop, and we do see the Fiery Embrace in PF's hand. He did just boost it twice, like just now, and I think he is pretty much ready, or close to ready, to answer this Anvil. Oh, we also see...
He also has the Demon Collar being reduced just as fast as the Fiery Embrace, so if he has to get that out, another ward, he certainly can. So what do you think of East going with the Shrine there instead of playing like a 1-cost and a 2-cost to decrease the Anvil even quicker?
I think he was thinking that because DifferentFight didn't answer the 2-2 last turn, he was thinking that maybe he can take it a bit slowly and still get the Anvil out without actually using that much resources. And he wants to get the Shrine up as fast as he can. Which I like. I don't know.
If you don't play it on turn 3, sometimes it just kind of rots in your hand. You can't find a good opportunity to play it.
Yeah, but I think I can agree with you that he probably should have went 2+1 because now his plays are a bit more awkward.
So we see on turn 4 he also drew the Sophina, of which he's playing 2 copies. Yeah. So I can see, I'm not sure if I'm behind right now. I'm currently on turn 4 and East is thinking.
You're catching your...
Perfect. So Sophina here, he's definitely considering playing the Sophina for 2 play points. He decides to pass, but he doesn't board lock.
Doesn't want to board lock. He's also...
I find that interesting because with the Shrine popping next turn, he wouldn't board lock regardless.
We're actually seeing what I was talking about previously with this Shikigami summon and either sorcery or Offering Tomorrow. He can actually just answers the Anvil by the time it pops. So that it's not like that hard to answer for Spell Boost Rune. Oh, is he?
Yeah, the Fire Embrace already cost 3 on turn 4, so by the time he goes next turn, it'll quite easily cost 2, maybe even 1, depending on what he draws.
The interesting thing
definitely deciding here between the Offering Tomorrow and the Shikigami Summons. I feel like at this point, the Shikigami Summons is better here.
Yeah, because you want to
get evolve over one of the wards if he likes to.
You want the Shikigami to die as fast as you can. And it's
That's
pretty
a
fortunate.
Big paper Shikigami. Force 5 right now.
It actually doesn't die instantly to Anvil.
It does not die to Anvil.
So he needs to trade this one too. I was actually like thinking.
Honestly, if I was East, I wouldn't even trade into the 4-5 with the 1-2. He has to understand he's the aggressor, so
you're not wrong.
He has to push as much damage as possible.
He can technically go for a Sophina Evolve and trade into the 4-5. It would still.
I think I prefer Soul Sister here, to be honest.
You would? I think Sofina
It
is.
sets up for a better turn 6, in my opinion, and you already have Anvil popping at the end of the turn regardless, and so I feel like you'd rather set up for better future turns because your turn 5 is already going to be incredible no matter what you play.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. But East decides to go for Sofina and potentially.
And it looks like he's going to evolve Faith. Just like I was saying, he understands he is the aggressor in this matchup and he wants to push as much damage.
Oh, I actually like the Zero Face because it will make it a bit hard. No, never mind. He has the Advert to heal for, so that Shikigami can just suicide him.
East right now has 3 followers that require 2 attacks to deal with them. Unfortunately, he's playing against Rune that does not need to attack to clear things.
You're not wrong. And I think this is quite a hard turn for DifferentFight, but there's a lot of puzzles that he needs to do here. He has the option to use the Embrace on the Sofina and get the barrier down. Try to kill Anvil some other ways. I think it's deciding to do Embrace on. We'll see what
he might Embrace on the. Oh, I don't like that trade. I would have traded into the 2/3. You want to Embrace the Sofina so that your 4/1 can trade to the 4/4 efficiently. Now instead, he traded off 2 followers to kill 1. And he could Fire Embrace the Sofina and gotten a lot of 1.
I wonder if there's a better way to do that, but he's playing.
But he has a 4-cost Kuon ready for turn 6.
Yeah, the problem though, he doesn't have much cards left. Sofina to
he will draw off the offering tomorrow at the end of the turn. However, he still only has 4 cards. There's a Rooney.
That Rooney came like at maybe the perfect time. It would have been better if it came a bit earlier. And Sofina is still alive, so he still needs to deal with this somehow. It doesn't have the +1/+1 buff anymore, but she's still giving all the other followers the barrier. And that's gonna be
exactly, which is why I feel like destroying the Sofina would have been a better idea with the Fire Embrace. So you'd likely be able to clear the Sofina, the Anvelt, and the evolved Knight rather than everything other than the Sofina.
I think last turn if the Sofina, he would have needed to evolve the Shikigami to trade into the Anvil. And he's probably thinking of...
You're probably right about that.
He can tank? Well, how do you feel about Evolve Phase here? Just leaving the 3-1 up.
Yeah, I don't think you actually care about the 3-1 because you have all these wards protecting you anyways. And if you're East here,
he's going for it.
Even if DifferentFight plays Kuon, you're still protected.
You're not wrong.
You have raw taking, so
he still needs to clear this.
We see DifferentFight draw another Rooney. But they might just be a turn too slow. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
The play here, I think, seems relatively obvious. I think you would trade the Demon Caller on board, probably first, and then play another Demon Caller.
No, you would probably go for a Kuon like first, just to have the buff on the
first.
On the Shikigami, it would make your 1/3 into a 2/3, and it would let you do 3+2 onto the.
The problem is, even if he plays a Demon Caller first with the other Demon Caller here, the 5/3 can't kill the Raw because of the Sofina. So we're seeing Sofina do a lot of work here.
Ooh, I wonder if DifferentFight doesn't have that much experience against Sofina. Because this is the second time.
It is not a very common choice to see in Mordhaven, so I would not be surprised.
Yeah, like last
turn. So we see him doing exactly what I said. He trades into the Raw with his 5/2, but unfortunately, because Sofina is affected, does not destroy the Raw. He has to trade again with the Demon Caller on board. And then he plays the Kuon, which, as you said, the Demon Caller on board buffs the Shikigami.
He's going face.
So he can get a clear here, except the Sofina takes 3 hits to kill, so he's going to ignore it again.
Oh yeah, and he hits that. I guess he could have cleared. No, he couldn't clear it. Not even with altering
See,
tomorrow.
I don't like the hit there. I think if he was going to evolve the Shikigami, he should just hold, because if East had something like a removal spell, such as a Blackened Scripture, I don't recall if he's actually playing it,
Let me
then
check.
he'd be able to clear the Shikigami, the Spino would go face, and the Raw would finish him off.
He doesn't have Bracken Scripture, but he does have 3 Holy Counterattack, which would have been lethal here. That being said, he's also top stack one of the card that you don't want to see as Shikigami, which is Wilbert. It's gonna burn you a lot. We see one Embrace already played by DifferentFight, so Wilbert here would be very tricky to remove for DifferentFight because he's very low.
Especially with the Safina on board, because then he can't just trade one follower into the Wilbert. It would require at least 2 trades.
Yeah.
He's already at 4 after the raw effect triggered.
So I think this might be games.
It looks like this is going the way of East.
Yep. I don't think Rooney is big enough. Yeah, it's only at 4.
Because he drew them way too late. I think Rooney is currently at about 6 spells.
It's at 4. It's at 4 right now.
4 currently. Oof.
Oh, and that's not a spell. That's not a spell. That counts spell boost.
Uh-oh.
He
might have to play the Rooney just on 4 spell boosts to try to snipe the Safina.
I don't think that will help.
Or one of the warriors.
Because he needs to heal. He needs to heal. He can't attack.
Well, he's supposed to heal.
Yeah.
He only has 2 spell boosts between the... And he hits the Safina. It's not what you want to see, because you can't attack more than 2 times with these wards.
Yeah, I think this is it. I can't see...
This looks like checkmate.
Yeah.
He has to realistically trade the paper, trade the demon, and play a 7 boosted Rooney. He's not there.
He's not there. He's not there. Is 1 boost off right now? No, it's 2 boosts off.
2 boosts off. Only 4 boosters. No, it was 6.
Oh,
but
he can't.
Draw the Fortune Blast. We can clear all the wards. He's not dead yet, but he has to heal, so the Raw is gonna tick him.
Raw is gonna tick him, so it's over.
It's over. And he knows. He throws the BM there, the emote there from DifferentFight, because he knows he's dead.
Knows he's dead. I should turn.
But he pushed East down to 8 there at the end, so it was relatively closer than it was. But turn 6-2 on is just not
enough. I think if DifferentFight didn't blunder the Sofina, he would have had this a bit more closer. It's just unfortunate.
I agree. I feel like he just did not respect Sofina enough in that game.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't have that much experience against Sofina, and it really shows right here with how he trades. Well.
So that Sofina tech coming in clutch for East in his Ward Haven deck, taking the first game.
Yeah, but
now we get to see how Razblood performs. So a lot of people naysay Razblood, saying that it's not very good because you have to hit your and just you weaken yourself too much. You just get beat down. However, I've been playing a lot of Razblood, especially against mid-range strategies. I'm surprised that DifferentFight didn't switch it up in the Shirayne, which I think has a better matchup against Razblood.
I like that DifferentFight draws the exact same 3 cards as the last game.
And he threw one away. So Insight Kuon, good start. So we'll see who's going first. DifferentFight gets to go first this time. We'll see how much of a difference that makes.
It's a very good hand for going first. He's gonna get this.
He even has a Chaos Wielder now, so he can actually keep his hand size up this time as opposed to running out of all of the resources.
Hopefully he finds the Rooney fast though, because this is one of the matchups where you really want Rooney.
Especially with the Garnet Wolf, it looks like East is going a more aggressive route. So one thing about Razblood is I actually prefer Razblood going second because you have a lot of 4 placement followers that require an Evo. So it makes your turn 4 much stronger as Razblood.
This hand makes me happy.
This is a nice spell boost hand for different fight. I completely agree.
Is missing his.
But E's hand's not bad either. He's got a good curve here. He's got the Bloodbinder on 2 into Silverbolt Hunter plus potentially Permafrost on 3. Should dig deeper for a good play on turn 4.
Oh, and the authoring as well.
And the authoring.
Oh,
You can't.
Would you go
It has to be authoring here. You get the draw, and then you get another draw on turn 5, plus the ping to kill the
Would you go for
that? I would probably even bump the 1/3 into this Bloodbinder.
You are seeing Rooney, so you do have healing. He can technically go for the greedy trade and set up for an authoring next turn.
For the authoring, I agree. So he definitely wants to hold the Rooney here, because he definitely needs to heal. So I can't imagine him not playing authoring tomorrow here.
Yep. Authoring seems to be the obvious play. Oh, he
plays the Rooney. Interesting.
I think I was thinking that maybe he wants to set up for better authoring next turn and just have Ease play into the authoring on 4. That's a play that I see people do sometimes. I don't really agree to it, but
yeah, I always value the draw more.
Throwing away a Rooney there. Hopefully this doesn't bite him back.
Yeah, I feel like he's feeling the pressure and he wants to get more bodies on board to potentially clear more followers. But I feel like Authoring Tomorrow does the same thing. Because Rooney only does 1 damage, and Authoring Tomorrow does 1 damage to every follower at the end of next turn.
The way that he plays it does lets him to clear the 1-2 here, because if he hadn't played Rooney, he would not be able to clear the 1-2, and the 1-2 potentially could go evil face.
Even if he clears the 1-2 here, it busts the Bloodbinder to a 3/3, so you're not actually protecting yourself from any damage.
You can't clear them both without getting the buff up, because you just trade 1-2 into the 2-2 and trade Rooney into the other 1-2.
You're right. He does decide to play the Authoring Tomorrow here, so he does get the 1 damage to both followers.
So heads up Rooney play does let him save potentially 3 damage. Because if that Silverbolt Hunter survived, it would have been potentially be able to evolve face.
2 Garnet Waltz now for East, so if he gets to turn 8 for this Gravy play, that's a lot of damage going towards different fight space.
And he is seeing Darkhold in hand.
So I can't imagine he doesn't play Darkhold here. Darkhold is perfect in these mid-range matchups when you don't fear death on turns 5 and 6, and you can just get your Darkhold down, take the 5 damage with the Permafrost, and you don't really care that much, and then you can just get your healing and draw as the game progresses.
Yeah, he's not under any much pressure. He wants to have a lot of hand size against Spell Boost, because Spell Boost can potentially grind you out. Now they really can't. It's looking very good for Reese right now, and DifferentFight really needs to wish that these Kuon carry him. He is gonna get turn 6 Kuon, if I'm not wrong. He has a lot of spells in hand. He has
1 spell. He's got the Chaos Wielder to evolve. He top decks another one. Great spell to draw there to get another.
Yeah, it's gonna be
the Golem Marshal. That's pretty nice too, actually.
He's gonna be able to.
Now he can.
Chaos Wielder here.
Oh, he doubles up the Golem Marshal though. I don't know if I like that. Because now his Chaos Wielder becomes a 5/6 on Evo, and it still dies to the Darkhold.
Oh, he's just gonna trade this Limoni Chikigami. I think it's 5.
Oh, he plays a Demon Caller to trade. Okay, I like this.
Yeah. I think he's thinking about evolving face here. He does have the Kuon on 6, so he can still play it even if he evolves face. Let's see what he does. I think I'm okay with
if he evolves face here. East goes to 9. He values the spell boost.
Value the spell boost more, and that's a lot of stats. That's a lot of stats.
That is a big boy. So like
now East have to choose between killing the 5/6 or clearing the Demon Caller, because you don't want Demon Caller before turn 6. He buffs.
East currently has 5 damage to himself towards his Wrath. He's not quite in Wrath yet. He can do it with the Creeping Madness or the Bear Pelt Warrior here, or Creeping Madness plus Vampiric Bloodbinder.
Purple would do it by himself because it's double ping. His
Yes,
and
because it has the avarice trigger.
trigger.
If he plays Hazan here, he has to evolve it manually. He does not have a free evolve yet. Same thing with the Contemptuous.
So he is
He
gonna play.
goes for it anyways.
Is afraid of. This does clear both the 5/6 and the Demon Caller. So he forgo the worst case scenario of having Demon Caller on the corner. Also have a 2/2 Bane and Drain on board, which needs to be answered. It's not
But we're
that hard to
definitely going to see a Kuon here again on turn 6 for DifferentFight.
DifferentFight also have Outdrawing Tomorrow active, so this missile can clear the Hazan very easily.
Yeah, so he can actually ignore the board completely, just Magic Missile the Hazan, play his Kuon for 4 play points, which is exactly 6 play points last I checked, and then he can just go face with all of his Shikigami, hold his Fiery Embrace for a threat next turn. This is looking good.
This does looks very good. Draws a
He has another Kuon follow-up, which will be very cheap after the Celestial Shikigami bites the dust.
Oh, and this second Kuon, like, is actually very fortunate for DifferentFight to go first in this matchup, because if he was to whack second, that Kuon, the second Kuon would play right onto Argavi, because it would be turn 8 for instead, like...
How do you feel about this Evo here?
Oh, I like it. I like it. You just try to raise them. Have them answer your board instead of having them using the resource to burn your face is the way that you want to win. Because it's not that easy.
Absolutely.
It's not that
Because you
easy.
know that Wrathblood is going to start healing from this point on. He is in Wrath at this point.
Well, he needs one more.
Actually, he's still not in Wrath because of the Hazan play last turn, so he has to play something to ping him first.
I think this might be it. I don't see any way for the Contemptuous Demon to clear this.
Yes, so I also liked that Evo because 5 defense is very difficult for Wrathblood to deal with. 4 damage is kind of their cap with the Argazy. Before turn 8, that is.
3/5 defense follower on board.
So I think the best option that he has is something like Vampiric plus Darhold, but that doesn't clear nearly enough. Yeah, it looks like this is over.
You can't evoke Darvold because he's gonna take more damage. I think this is over. Unless he's found a way to clear with Contemptuous Demon. He only has... I can only see 3 ping on the Contemptuous Demon, so...
Yeah, so I think East right here is kind of regretting playing the Hazan a turn too early.
Yeah, he could have pulled it. Could have played it this turn for potentially a Barrow Clear. It might not matter in the end, but...
Oh, and he didn't evolve the Contemptuous before playing the Bloodbinders. So he didn't get any value off of the Contemptuous there. And he's just admitting defeat.
He's just admitting defeat. Let Kuon deal the last set. Yep. Yep. Oh, DifferentFight.
And there we go.
Taking it back. He is showing the Kuon power. That turn 6 Kuon can still win you game, even in this meta.
Now we get to see Natura Haven against this Wrathblood. And Natura Haven is relatively more aggressive, so we'll see if East can heal enough to recover.
I'm gonna say DifferentFight have to send it back. I can't, like, very hard for Natura Haven to not have the aggression. He is going first though. I mean, East is going first.
I actually prefer going second as Wrathblood against more aggressive decks because on turn 4 when you go first, your only option is to play 2 2-drops and you're not healing off of that, as opposed to when you go second and you can evolve an Aragazi, gain the tempo back, clear a lot of the board, and still heal 2 at the end of the turn. Well, 3.
What do you think of these hands from both players? I think DifferentFight have a pretty good hand.
East has a good curve here. I am a huge fan of Creeping Madness. Well, one thing that Blood doesn't really have enough of is card draw, and so having these Creeping Madnesses to basically be an insight for the deck that also gets you to your win con, or Wrath condition, is quite nice.
I also really like the Sentinel onto NTR Haven doesn't actually have that many ways to kill this Antelope. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
this
get
Antelope's gonna get a lot of value towards Wrath.
rocks.
Agreed.
Meanwhile, on different fight side of things, he is
DifferentFight's
taking
hand
on
is
Amulet.
really slow.
But if he top decks Selena, draws his Selena.
He's considering holding the sneak attack here in the anticipation of drawing Selena.
Yeah, because he can actually. I think he should just play Anvil.
Yeah, so he gets the Anvil down. Now, the thing about Anvil in this deck, as opposed to in Wardhaven, is your only wards in this deck are Raw and the Mouse Knights that you get from Daffodil. So the wards aren't necessarily, and Sniper. So the wards aren't necessarily the way that you reduce the cost of your Anvil. You basically rely on Selena to do that.
Yeah, and he's not seeing the Selena yet, so he's really banking on getting the Selena out as fast as he can. But
and the problem with that is the way that he set this up, his Meowscar's Amulet will pop on turn 4. So even if he draws Selena, he can't use Selena. Okay, never mind, he can, because he has the 0-cost tree and the Shady Priest he's going to play here. So he will have 4 amulets on board if he draws Selena, which will reduce the cost of his Anvil.
This is pretty scary. You're still not seeing the Selena now, and if you go all in here, you might have a board lock on your side of the place.
And he has no way to clear the board currently, so he's just taking 6 damage to face next turn.
Yep.
This is looking scary, actually, for DifferentFight.
You know what else is scary? East is at 5, potentially 6 Wrath.
Yeah, because he got 3 pings off his 1 Antelope Pelt Warrior.
Yeah.
So,
Kieran.
Yeah, East is already at 5 pings, and he's got the extra 1 ping from the Permafrost in 2 turns. So he will guaranteed be in Wrath on turn 6.
Yeah, he can't even guarantee being Wrath on turn 5. Oh boy, this is looking not bad, not good for DifferentFight.
5 pings, 6 after that dies. Yeah, he could just play the Scrappy if he really wants to get into Wrath on turn 5.
Selena? That's not Selena! Oh no!
Yikes.
Oh no!
Yikes. And the problem is, if he plays Daffodil here, he can't play a tree.
Yeah, he can't play.
Unless he trades off the Meowscars here.
He still can't get the Knight. Doesn't have enough board space.
Yeah, he has no way to get the Knight because of these Anvils just chilling on the board. If he doesn't get a Selena, these Anvils might actually hurt him more than help him.
Yeah, the all-in for Selena actually really hurts him here. He's just gonna go for
it. Looks like he's just going to evolve the Daffodil. Probably trade it over the 3/3. But he can't get the Meowscars off the board.
He has to go face here.
Oh, he's definitely just going face here.
Yeah.
But this looks like a very good contemptuous play. Clear the board, keep a couple of threats on board. Oh, but he got Darhold.
Did you go for a Darhold here?
Darhold here would have to trade into the Daffodil, so it is significantly less tempo.
Contemptuous doesn't give him Wrath immediately though, so the Scrappy Werewolf would still be
Yes, he would have to use the Evo for it.
Instead of so he doesn't have any other way to get Wrath. Because he's only pinging his Contemptuous Demon, and Contemptuous Demon pings at the end of the turn. So the Scrappy Werewolf will not go face, which is pretty fortunate for DifferentFight. It's one of the fortunate things that can happen to him right now because his back is at the wall right now. He needs to pull something off.
Yeah, absolutely. He's already down at 12 HP. And so as soon as the Darhold is active, or if he evolves the IO here, IO's actually very good here. Clears the board, the IO remains on the board, heals 3, and gets 2 damage to go to DifferentFight's face.
We also didn't talk about this that much because we were assuming that Natural Haven would be the aggressor in this matchup, but Natural Haven doesn't have that much healing. And he is behind. He is behind. His only healing is
just the power of going first.
Yeah. It's also problem because DifferentFight went all in on the Selena play, and he doesn't get it.
Yeah, he didn't find the Selena. He gets a good banish there on the IO at least. But what does he do here? Does he just play raw?
I think so. He doesn't have that much option. He still have quite a lot of evolve. He has to evolve point left.
He knows East is in Wrath at this point, so Contemptuous doesn't use the answer to this 7-6 raw. Darhold kills it for free.
And he can soar and face with Scrappy Werewolf here.
Yeah, so it looks like Darhold plus Scrappy Evo face maybe put him to 1.
Could be. He could also evolve Darhold.
Hold the Evo.
If he's thinking that he wants more card, like find more burns.
So knowing that Natura doesn't have a lot of healing, I would probably Darhold and Scrappy here and hold the Evo. Because you could put him to 3 and just claw him to death in the next turn with the Garnet Wolf. So this looks like it's going to go to East here.
Yeah, East is on his way and getting his revenge from the last Castor's Royale.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, decides to...
He's going to Evo the Darhold. I like this, actually.
He's evolving...
Because... Nope. He has Evo and the Scrappy. Let's go. All in.
Yep. He has the Garnet Walls in hand, so... Even with Respite...
So he figures if there's any heal at all, he could still push through. Ooh, a Sniper. That's not doing that much damage.
He only has, like, what, 2?
2 amulets destroyed, so the Sniper's currently only doing 1 damage. He has to play a couple of trees here, so that'll be the 3rd amulet destroyed.
Doing 2, but...
He found some heal in the respite, but unfortunately, if he heals the respite, he only goes up to 3, so he still dies to a Garnet Wolf.
Yeah, because of East Evolve Face last round. I think this is it.
Good read there by East.
Yeah. It was a pretty hard read as well, because DifferentFight already played his other respite, and he only runs 2. So it was a big heads up for East to evolve face there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that DifferentFight can do, right? That should be it.
2 damage still, because there's only 4 amulets destroyed. So he can't even kill the Darhold with the Sniper here.
He can technically clear, but it wouldn't matter.
He can definitely clear, but that's just not enough. So East is going to take this one and take the series.
Yeah. He even locks himself with the Crystal Piece, so there's no way out for him now.
The double anvil betraying DifferentFight.
Well,
and he just dies on turn 7.
Even tough.
He's not even gonna attack. He's just gonna Urize his rivalry to finish him off.
That's it.
GG's both times.
East is gonna take it 2-1 over DifferentFight, showing that Rap Blood, how scary Rap Blood is when it's not being answered. Because Antelope is one of the scariest cards if you never answer. Just
Antelope and Contemptuous Demon on turn 2. They will just keep racking up damage to your face, getting to your Wrath as fast as possible if you don't deal with those early.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what we saw.
So
East takes it 2-1 over DifferentFight.
Yeah.
Getting the grudge match this
the
time.
power of Rat Blood. But that's not the last time that we're going to see Rat Blood today. It's the next...
No, it is not.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
We'll have Rat Blood.
No, you're right. In our next round, we do have another Rat Blood competitor.
Okay, so let's just go right into the next match. We have Shirayne.
Our own Shirayne.
Yeah. He casted in SVO last month. No, 2 months ago.
He did. September Cup. He
got the caster role for 1 month. Even get a card reveal. He got to reveal a card before any of us can.
He got to reveal the Wandering Chef. It was specifically for Wonder Chef.
Yep. He's also the guy who basically gets everyone to do this Castle Royale. He founded the Castle Royale and get everyone here. So he is gonna be bringing Sanctuary Haven, Tempo
No
Bike,
surprise, Shirayne bringing Haven.
and Rally Portal. Not surprised
I'm
Shira
sorry,
didn't bring Haven as well, but I'm kind of surprised he didn't bring Sword. That's his second class.
Yes. So I've been helping out Shira all week, and Sword was definitely one of his considerations. But he was having a lot more fun with the aggressive style of Forest and that Rally Portalist that he brought. So he decided to have a little bit more fun than just playing good old reliable Sword.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, we have
MomoJelly from Dawnbreakers. She's bringing Terraformer Forest, which we have not seen much since Terraformer's nerf. Artifact Portal, and we're going to see Wrathblood again if it is not banned.
Momo bringing Artifact Portal again after the last Castle Royale, where she did pretty well with it, kind of showing the power of the deck. Before,
yeah, Artifacts are still very strong, even after all of the losses cards they've been losing over set after set. But it still has Modesty, it still has Colony, it has like new tools such as Seal in a way, and Carnelia especially, which on Evolve on turn 4 is just an 8-10 worth of stats.
Mm-hmm. And she was also running the one Fioran, which has a very good synergy with Carnelia.
Absolutely. She's got the one Fioran with all of these artifacts coming down early, all of these followers coming down early, especially with the Ilganu that she's also playing. It's very easy to get your rally count up to get an early Fioran out of the deck, and she also has the one Ice Chill. So if she gets up to 20 destroyed followers, as we will definitely see Shira do if his Rally Portal isn't banned, then we can see some back and forth invoking Ice Chills as well.
So I think we got the bans for the players already. On Shira's side of the field, he has his Haven ban. No surprise there. Meanwhile, Momo got her Terraformer Forest ban. I see Shira is still fearing that deck, even after the nerf.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of wards in his deck. The only one... So, Portal has a decent amount of wards, but he's not playing a heavy artifact focus, so he can't really get like a barrier artifact down. I believe he does have Carnelia, so he can still get a... he also has Amis to generate some wards, but fearing the inevitability of a Terraformer is no surprise.
Mm-hmm. Terraformer does have quite a lot of good clears and good heals to withstand aggro, so maybe he was thinking that his Tempo Forest can kill Terraformer before their Terraformer turn, which is pretty scary. So I can see the reason why he bans Terraformer Forest. Meanwhile, of course, Momo decides to ban Shira's Haven herself.
Yeah, she knows that Shirayne is the Haven Master, and so she's not going to take any chances on that. Plus, Holy Sanctuary is quite good against the decks that she brought, so it's no surprise.
Oh, yeah.
That she would want to ban that.
Artifact and Wrathblood does have problem against Holy Sanctuary, especially Wrath. And we can see that
they're getting started.
Yeah.
So it looks like we have... Still loading for me.
Still loading for me as well. So
we have a Portal matchup here. It's not quite a mirror though.
One of them is Rally Portal. Rally Portal is a deck that has been popping out recently after the nerf.
Yeah, so just from these opening hands right now, we can see that Shirayne has a more puppet focus with things like Phantom Blade Wielder and Marionette Expert, and obviously MomoJelly has effects that you can see from the Rebel Against Fate.
That's a lot of Ilganu.
But 2 Ilganus for Momo. She's gonna be getting more rally than Shira.
Actual 2 drop. He can trade this.
He might trade the Ilganu just to play the Meunier here to deny the puppet. And it looks like that's what she's gonna do.
I think I like playing both of them more, which she does.
It looks like she does as well. She does not fear this 2-1, so she'd rather just get the Ilganus down.
Yeah. If this 2-1 decides to trade into the 1-2, it's gonna give Momo a very fast Ilganu.
So we didn't really talk much about Momo, so I just want to get this out there really quick for anyone who doesn't know Momo, because she hasn't casted in quite some time, but she used to be the caster for
SVO.
I guess West, although it was West last year. West SVO with Lewis before she was dropped for Wonder Chef.
So we are actually seeing a former SVO caster against, well, a recent SVO caster.
Yes, so that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the future versus the past of West SVO casting.
I mean, we're not really sure about Shira being the future yet, but she might.
I'm hopeful.
Hopefully.
Alright, so we're seeing dueling magic gunsmiths here.
Dueling magic gunsmith. They're on a duel, but the one that fights most is not the magic gunsmith, it's the artifact that. Oh god. Dueling
Yeah,
magic...
so we saw Shira there go for a more defensive route, going for ancient as opposed to MomoJelly, who just wants more artifact names. She went for the analyzing.
No, I feel like Shira is a bit behind right now. Momo has his Ilganu on 1-3 and 1-2, so he can potentially get both of them active. And the nice thing about getting two Ilganu active at the same time is that you can use one of the Ilganu to clear, and then use your.
No, I don't. So I have. We obviously have knowledge that Shira does not, but I don't like playing as Ilganu here for Shira. It just walks right into Meunier, and it's the only Ilganu that he has.
Oh,
but at the same time, you want your Ilganu to be a 1-2, so that when you evolve it, you can trade it and immediately get your Ilganu big enough that when you play her again as a 1-4, you get the Wretched Trysts right away.
Momo decides to
see Momo go for her 8-10 on turn 4.
8-10 on turn 4. Fully balanced with 5 rush body.
Getting her value trades, then she goes face with the Magic Gunsmith and passes it back to Shirayne, who...
You know what's scary?
I can't imagine him doing... So what's interesting here is if he goes the Ilganu play, Ilganu cannot trade without bumping. So you don't want Ilganu to have less than 3 defense. So if he trades the Ilganu here, it'll go down to 2 defense. And so when it gets destroyed... Oh wait, never mind. You got another Ameth off the top with the first Ameth.
That's a very good
That is a good top deck there. So he gets to keep 3 defense after trading with the Ilganu, but he knows that Momo has her own Ilganu, which will decrease his Ilganu down to 3-2 after evolve if she goes that route.
The second Momo's Ilganu can also just.
We also know that she just has the Meunier, so she could just start with the Meunier and then play her own Ilganu if she wants.
I think what Momo should do here is just Ilganu, the 1-2 Ilganu, because it will be a 2-3 and it can trade into the 4-3
Yep,
Ilganu.
trade into the Ilganu.
Decides to.
But she's just gonna go with her traditional value play as artifacts, going with Rebel plus Technomancer to set up for her Lucille play on 6. He does not care about the Ilganu, just gives him the 1-4 to get his Wretched Trysts.
I don't really like this though, because I guess she does set up for the Lucille for next year, but you don't really have any you don't have Paradigm Shift, you don't have Modesty active, so just trying to play a normal artifact gameplay right now doesn't have that many value or return.
I completely agree. And here we see turn 6 Fearin Invoke for Shirayne. But yeah, I wanted to add to what you were saying about just... I feel like she went autopilot there with that turn 5.
Yeah, that seems like a very standard play for artifact, but you have two Ignideus in hand. You are. Oh my god.
Double Fearin
Oh,
for
yeah.
Shirayne here. So he's just gonna have a very large board here. Evolves Lazuli, so he keeps the stats on the ward. Trades
Yeah.
into the 3/1, keeps there as a 4/4, and the Fearins will buffer to a 6/6 ward to protect the board on turn 6. This is looking very good for Shirayne.
Showing the power. It's showing the power of the deck of Rally Portal. Getting a very good double fear on turn. You don't see that often, especially going first. He's also very quickly going for the 20 followers destroyed. He has
Ooh,
right
so
now, as Lemon right now, he has 4 on board, so he just needs 5 more.
can Momo even clear the board here? Like if she goes Lucille plus analyzing, that doesn't really deal with the 6/6 very well. So she'd have to clear maybe the 6/6, the 3/3 Fearin, and then she leaves a 3/3 Fearin and a 4/4 Ameth on board. That's looking bad.
Yeah. Leaving the
That's
fear.
exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna go with the Lucille play. And I think this is still good. She has a lot of artifacts in her pool already.
You think good? I think
check exactly how many. And
pretty,
so
it's pretty bad for
yeah, she already has 6 artifacts destroyed after the Radiant dies. So she will have an active Spinaria next turn.
Well, we're gonna have to see how big of a board.
So provided Shirayne doesn't make his followers all over 6 defense, which with that other Fearin invoking is maybe possible. Spinaria might not be enough, so he just slams the Ice Chill.
Yeah, I like the slams, the Ice Chill slam here.
Oh yeah, with the double Fearin buff as well, pushing all the damage. So he's got a 9/9 ward and a 7/11. So Spinaria doesn't even do enough. However, he can also evolve. She can also evolve a Modesty.
Yeah, she can clear here.
So she can definitely clear.
Ooh.
This is the power of Spinaria. Just a 6/6 for 3 play points that does 6 damage to the rest of the board. Absolutely insane.
Modesty evolve.
And she'll probably just let the Modesty damage clear off the 7/5, keep the Fearin to go face, and then she'll have a 6/7 Modesty and a 3/3 Fearin.
Just like that. Just like that. Momo takes it.
So it looked like Shirayne had a good board there and gone.
Oh, I don't like this trade.
Oh, she values the damage more than the body.
Yeah, well, because the thing is,
I think it's because she has Megara. So she's thinking if she can stick the Megara, then she can just win next turn.
I guess.
Alright, so let's see how Shira can recover, because one of the biggest weaknesses for Rally Portal is when their board dies, it is very hard for them to recover.
Yeah, and he already used all of his info as well. He doesn't have the 20 destroyed yet, so he's not invoking. He's gonna invoke next turn, but
yeah, he's currently, that was his 20th destroyed follower with that second puppet dying. So he's dead to rights here so that the puppet survives, I guess.
Yeah, because you want buffer for Modesty's damage.
But more importantly, now Shirayne knows that Momo can't play her Megara because she only has 7 play points to work with.
Alright, you're right.
She has a scan to get 2 free artifacts if she wants it. One of the biggest things that I think is a struggle for Momo right now is she never drew any P-shift generators. So she can't get much extra going on in terms of artifacts. She gets the Spinaria.
Spinaria is gonna push Shira onto a lethal Vortex.
7 more damage to Shira's face here.
Yeah.
Is that lethal somehow? Not that I can see.
It's not lethal
so
yet,
Shira
but
goes
it's
to 3.
She has the
she can get the Ignideus down to get her Trist at some point. But here comes Ice Chill out of Shira's deck coming on turn 9. And we know that he has the Trist, so it looks like this will be GG. Actually, no, because she has the ward now, right? So she can only get 8 damage in?
Yeah, he's one of.
Because he doesn't have a driver.
Nope, he doesn't have a driver. Having a driver.
Oh yeah, he gets the train out. He used to follow at least 5 play points to maneuver the train to banish this board, and he doesn't have it.
He's one turn late from Kaiser as well, so I think this should be it. He's trying to look for something.
He's gonna dig. Interesting. I think I would have just. Oh yeah, I think I would have just played the P shift there. Oh, we get the world. I think that's what he was looking for.
It's enough. Oh no.
It is enough. Actually, no, it's not because of the strike form. So yeah, she could just go Vertex strike form, clear the train. No, because then Shirayne still gets the world out of the train.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be.
It's not quite lethal. Oh no, because you have to. Yeah, it wouldn't be lethal. Yeah, so if he plays the world here, he heals to 8, so he's out of Megara lethal range.
Wait, but
banishes the board. She loses all of her Ignideus. Yeah. And he's gonna grab maybe even a Radiant here. Yeah, I like this. Get this Tris for next turn. So we'll see if Momo can find a lethal here, because I don't see one.
She's missing one artifact. Oh my god. I mean, she's just gonna go for it.
Yeah, because she only has 7 damage from the artifacts. It looks like she's gonna be one-off lethal.
But Shira still needs.
And Shira's gonna take it. He can just box the puppets to 7/5, or a 5/7, and then play the Wretched Tris for lethal.
It's for lethal. No wait.
Oh wait.
No,
this is fine. He plays the Radiant to crew or to maneuver, and then he plays the Wretched Tris for lethal. Well played by Shirayne. I really like that to figure out exactly how Momo could have lethal and just deny it by exactly 1 damage. Well played.
Oh god, he almost lost it, but he took it back. I thought it was over when Momo stabilized, but no. He found his Zelganea. It was enough. It was enough to. Oh my god, he only plays 1 Zelganea, so.
I don't think he plays that many Kaisers either. So being able to heads up, accelerate that Kaiser to look for that world and find very, very good line by Shirayne there. Not an easy one to see at all.
Yeah, and now Momo
switches to Wrathblood. We'll see how this fares against this more aggressive forest list.
Actually, yeah, like I don't really like our decision to go for Wrathblood here against Temple Forest.
Yeah, I think it's going to be relatively tricky. She is going second, so she might be able to get some heal on turn 4 as opposed. Yep, she got the Gravy for 4. I really like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we see
so
the one.
She also plays Vampire Calamity, so she can definitely deal with some early aggression potentially, such as the Chaotic. But Shirayne goes for the Ramiel on 2, understanding that she has the Vampire Calamity, and Vampire Calamity cannot kill the Ramiel.
Yep. Vampire of Calamity is one of the differences that we see from Momo's list compared to East's list earlier. East doesn't run Vampire of Calamity, meanwhile Momo has 2 Vampire of Calamity.
So they both have these aggressive styles because she also has that Razory Claw similar to the Waltz that we saw from East in the last round.
Oh, I really don't like Momo's position right now because she's very behind.
Oh yeah, she's not clearing anything off of Shirayne's board. She's already at 14, taking 4 more damage on board.
She
tries to trade this time because Varmint Hunter guarantees a clear on the 3/3. I like this.
Makes a 4/4. Gets another.
Sets up a very good Sakuna for next turn.
Yeah.
Or just another Varmint Hunter.
And
she has to go Gravy here to destroy the Varmint Hunter.
Okay, Arikabita still with.
Oh, I really don't like this. Oh, no, this is good, because she can evolve over the Ramiel and use the Vampire Calamity to deal with the Varmint Hunter. Okay.
Can go for Resri or Scrappy Werewolf.
I still would have gone with the Gravy there myself, just to get the extra heal and guarantee the clear just as well. Well, sorry, she wouldn't have full cleared with the Gravy.
Yep. The squeeze.
She played one too many. Interesting.
I guess she just.
What is her wrath count currently? That does put her at 7 pings herself. She is in wrath on turn 4. That is the fastest I have ever seen.
She still needs to find healing for wrath though, because this
she's running out of cards too. She doesn't have Darhold, and she can't afford to evolve a Darhold. We see Shirayne evolving to get back some play points, so he can get down another Ramiel.
Oh,
this is looking real bad for MomoJelly here.
I think this is over.
It looks over to me. How is she gonna deal with that 6/6?
She's in wrath, but she doesn't have enough play point.
No. This Gravy doesn't even deal with the 6/6 because she can't get over the Ramiel.
Yeah, and we see Sukuna on Shira's hand, so this is already over.
It's just over.
It's over. It's gotta get the heal from Aragavi, but that's not gonna be enough. Not against
2-0.
Oh.
Yeah, plays the Quixotic first, so he gets another spike or another vehicle, another amulet for Sukuna.
Just being even clear.
Hit in for 6 damage alone.
And
that'll do it. A swift 2-0 over MomoJelly for Shirayne.
Oh,
Wrath Blood not paying off this time.
Yeah. That's one Wrath Blood out of the way. That was a fast set. No, that was
a very fast set, but keep in mind Shirayne is playing 2 relatively aggressive decks, and that's exactly what we saw. We saw him just go wide, go face, and finish out these games relatively quickly.
I feel like Shira is very well on his comfort zone in this meta with the decks that he's bringing. Is just going aggressively and going for a very big board. We see it with the
very Shirayne style, if you ask me.
We see the Fieran double Fieran turn for Rally Portal, and then we see it again with the
double Vermin Hunter. Yeah, very strong.
So that's gonna be it for Momo. Too bad for her. She's gonna lose round 1 this time around. And
I would like to say that I thought that Portal versus Portal game was the best game we've had yet. That was amazing.
Agree with that. That was you can pretty see how good these players are. Like I think Momo and Shira are contenders for 2 of the best players we have today. But we also need to talk about the next player, which is also a very strong player. We have Tsuyu Ref, formerly known as Mint Candy, who is also the champion for the first Casters Royale. He is gonna
a different name now, so is it really the same person?
That's a pretty hard philosophical question you're asking right there, but for this time, we'll give it to him. We'll think of him as the same person. Tsuyu, Mint Candy, doesn't matter. Still the same player. So he's gonna be
messing around.
Spellbook Rune, the second Spellbook Rune we have for today. Sanctuary Haven, second Sanctuary Haven for today, and Natura Dragon.
Well, the Sanctuary Haven was banned the first time, so it might be the first time we see it if it's not banned this time.
And he's also
Luis is going a completely different route with some sort of aggressive dragon list with all of the vehicle cards, including Reggie and Engineer, and even the 2/2 that when you buff it, you get another bike. And then if you're in Overflow, you get the 4/3 Rush Dragon. And he's also playing Bike Rune with, I am sorry, I'm already forgetting his name.
Vincent?
Miser, the 1.12. And he's got the Volteo Blood that we also saw in round 1 from Baz. His take on it.
Unfortunately, Baz didn't win with his Volteo Blood, but let's see if Luis can take it against
Yeah, I
Tsuyu.
have a feeling Luis has a little bit more experience with Volteo Blood than Baz, as Luis has been playing a lot of Volteo Blood on stream in the past month. So
And
we'll
since we're
see.
talking
Do we
about
have the bans yet?
we should also talk about how much Tsuyu hates Volteo Blood or any Highlander deck in general. If you don't know him before, he really hates Major Bane. And Volteo Blood is basically just Major Bane, but better. And in
Alright, we
blood.
have the bans. It looks like Sanctuary Haven is banned, and Aggro Dragon is banned.
Oh, Tsuyu decides to not ban the Volteo Blood. Hmm.
He's not afraid of it. It's all just it's all RNG. How is he gonna lose to that?
It's not like Lewis is gonna draw a perfect curve with a deck full of one-off, right?
Exactly. So
I mean,
I feel like he just feels more comfortable against. I was gonna say more meta decks, but none of Luis's decks are meta at all.
I can say
So
Bike Rune is a bit close to meta. It's almost meta. I don't know
I mean,
how.
he's not even playing Vincent. So anytime I see any kind of vehicle rune, it at least has Vincent to potentially get a 3 AoE, push extra damage late game, and push a little deeper. I have a feeling the Bike Rune might be good against Tsuyu's Dragon deck because it's going to be relatively slow.
Mm-hmm.
And Bike Rune just curves out. Like, if you don't deal with that early aggression, that could just be the end of you.
Tsuyu's Natural Dragon have a lot of healings though, so
and Spellboost's the same way. He might not be able to clear that early aggression from Vehicle Rune.
You're right. Spellboost does have a pretty good matchup against Volteo though.
Absolutely. I haven't even been talking about Volteo, which I feel like is the opposite, where it's kind of slow. It wants to control until they get to their Volteo on 7, and that just plays right into what Spellboost and Natura Dragon want.
Oh, and it seems like they're starting right now.
Yep. Let's see what they're about to start.
Yep, that we find ourselves.
Funny that the card that it's advertising, at least the one I saw, was Holy Sanctuary, which was banned.
I got a different one, by the way, so... Oh, let's see Ruby.
Alright, so Tsuyu goes first with his Spell Boost versus Lewis's Bike Rune.
That good in this match. Let me say that first. The one thing doesn't do well against all the 2/2s, and especially the buff up cards from Bike Rune.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if he can curve out like 2/2 into 4/4 or 2/2 into 3/3, it might be tough for Spellboost Runes to deal with early.
We're not seeing much. Tsuyu does have 2 Wind Blasts in his deck. He's not running Scorching Blast though, which would have helped him in this matchup, but he doesn't have it. He's gonna decide to keep the altering anyway. Probably thinking of playing it on turn 2 or 3. Decides to keep Insight, doesn't want to play Insight on a 0 boost hand. I can respect that. But oh my god. Tsuyu is having the complete opposite of Brick. This is what I like to call a spell boost Brick, when you have a lot of spell but nothing to spell boost.
So I might have get another augmentation. Yeah, so he's offering tomorrow on 3 just to try to get more draw to find his spell boost cards.
Finally found
Can't deal with the 2/2 quite yet.
He can deal with it next turn.
Would you play Insight here now on turn 3? He does. Okay.
He really needs to find a...
Wow, okay. He found his first spell boost card, but it's a Fuming Collar. Not entirely what he's looking for. Ooh, Terra Nova here on turn 4 potentially for Lewis. These are some good draws.
Actually, yeah. I guess Terranova. Because he doesn't have Vincent in this list.
Oh, this is looking very troubling for Tsuyu here.
Yeah,
Still can't really deal with anything on this board.
he can clear the.
He decides to augmentation because he has the Offering Tomorrow effect to deal with the chef.
And you don't want that chef to stick because if it went Evil Fate.
If he evolves that,
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I really like this.
Ooh, Ramiel. Here comes a 5/5, probably. Yep.
I mean,
now, the only thing about this play is that the way that he did this, he's not really setting himself up very well for future plays, and he plays right into Kyoka.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna play right into Kyoka either way. Just that with this way,
the Kyoka has to trade. That's the point.
Luis is running out of gas right now. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, and Luis hasn't done a lot of damage to Tsuyu.
Yeah, Tsuyu end up being able to control most of the early game aggression from Luis.
So Tsuyu clears the board here, sets up a 0-cost Chaos Wielder. I'm curious if he plays it now or if he waits until next turn. I would wait.
Yeah, he waited. He waited. You're pretty delayed, but he waited.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's a pretty good turn 6 by Luis.
Evolving the chef, getting the Terranova out. That's good.
That's a pretty big board.
So I assume you're on Tsuyu's turn 6 now. So I'm just going to talk about Luis's turn 7.
She just
I think he's just going to slam Golem Marshal.
Yeah. He just draw his Rooney, so... Oh, he decides to not evolve there. Oh, he has...
He still doesn't have Kuon, though, and as soon as I say that,
yeah, you're
right.
right.
And I know I'm behind.
Oh, this is a pretty good clear here. He has the Altering Tomorrow active, so... Can get a pretty good clear. Draws 2 Shikigami Summon when he already plays his Demon Color is kind of Monka, to be honest. But he does have Crystal Fencer active next turn. With Fiery Embrace, I think he can...
Yeah, he has drawn a lot of cards here.
Can he play the squad next turn? 7, 3, he's gonna be at -5, we'll be at 6.
-5, so it'll go down to 6 cost, and then the Fire Embrace will be free, so it'll bring it down to 5 cost, and we cannot. It'll only be 4 cost.
He can play this Rooney though. For sure. It's just a question, does he want to set up this Rooney now? And potentially...
Yeah, I think he just plays the Crystal Fencer here and plays the Rooney.
It is pretty healthy right now, so maybe taking some...
Another Kuon. Holy cow, these draws are insane for Tsuyu.
Through all 3 Kuons. Oh, that's a good hit as well. It's gonna have to live the Marshal alive though.
So that will be able to get another ward on board for Luis next turn. I wonder if he just plays another Golem Marshal on 8.
He has 3 Shikigami Summon with Kuon on hand.
Oh my gosh.
That's really funny.
These draws are actually insane.
Even trade the 1-2 into the 3-1 to set up for Shikigami trade or Rooney trade. Fieran is gonna come out though. Luis deck does runs through Fieran. It's not...
And it makes sense, because at the end of the turn it gets the buffs on the board, which trigger effects such as the chef.
Still doesn't have...
he's not playing... So it doesn't get him any of the Vincent spells that would normally neutralize things, such as or silence is the term that we use.
He's very behind right now, though. The Rudies are gonna come soon. So are the Kuons. And this is a Kuon.
Yeah, I don't see Luis getting enough damage to win, especially after Tsuyu gets down that turn 8 Kuon next turn.
Yeah, has 2 Roonies still in hand.
Yeah, plus all these Roonies, like, Tsuyu has infinite Roonies right now. He's just healing.
Pretty much. He decides to go aggressive, but this doesn't...
Yeah, he understands he has to push damage because he knows Tsuyu has those Roonies.
Will it be enough, though, over the future? Because this deck doesn't actually have that many direct damage. It's only Boom Devil and Mirror Witch, because he doesn't get his Miser active fast enough. So he's really, really depending on this board to stick, which will not happen because this is Kuan coming out right here, and he still has.
So yeah, without Vincent and without the Vincent spell being able to get rid of potential wards in play, how did Luis get through this?
Can't even play one Rooney right here. He has 7 boosts with this Shikigami suiciding, so
If you wanted to, you could play another Kuon here.
you can also play this Lemon Color and push for 4 damage to face. This will put
Which is exactly what he's gonna do. Yeah.
Not looking good.
And he gets the heal off of that Rooney, so he's back up to 14.
This Fion is not gonna help. Does get the Boom Devil, but it's not gonna be enough. And Luis just go for concede. So it's now 1-0 with for
Just one turn off from getting the full effect off the Boom Devil too, which would have cleared the board. Not that that would have been enough, but.
Oh, and we'll just go right into next game. Let's see what
takes the first game, demonstrating which route is the superior one.
Well, yeah, yeah. This is the matchup that you were talking about
Of
earlier.
course, you would agree with that.
You were talking about earlier. Bike Rune against Natural Dragon.
Dragon. Once again, Tsuyu gets to go first. Oh my god, this hand by Tsuyu. And he gets that turn 2 ramp with the Dread if he wants it, and he does not want it. Throws the whole hand away, which I completely disagree with. I don't know why you wouldn't keep DDD. For those who don't know,
he's probably afraid of getting outrun by Bike Rune, but we see the hand from Luis right now. He doesn't have 3-drop, so his aggression is gonna stop pretty quickly here.
He got the Miser on 1, so if he can top deck his way into a chaotic, maybe. But it's getting answered immediately by Tyrannosaur.
Ramiel is a very good top deck right there. The second Tyrannosaur doesn't clear this at all, so this is gonna lead to some damage. It's now turn 3 for Luis. Decides to play the Lizard instead of the Gunslinger. I
think this is fine, because next turn, on turn 4, he could play the Gunslinger with the seed that he gets from the Lizard, evolve it.
Oh!
Extra damage if he needs it.
So you can't kill the Ramiel! So you can't kill...
he doesn't have an evolve, so he can't get over it. He heals with the Lizard, so that's the real threat, so that's good. But Luis will be able to get a ramp here if he wants off his Ramiel.
A ramp here is like, no, you!
Yeah.
I'm the Dragoncraft class now.
Although, to be fair, he did top deck our Ramiel on turn 4, so he could have ramped regardless.
True, but this ramp is with 4 face. Finally gets a DDD, but is it too late?
Yeah, I still don't understand why he didn't keep a Dread in his opening hand, or at least just keep 1. Because I can't imagine that you wouldn't want Dread. It gives you extra card draw early after you choose 3 times. It ramps after the 2nd time. Like,
he still can't deal with this Ramiel.
No. If he wants, he could play the... Well, he could evolve. No, he's just going to Astral Flame. Okay. He's taking another 4.
Number 4. Luis is going to go for the Guitarist right here, just to get more card.
Get more card draw. He gets a Bandit, which he can combo with a Seed if he wants a nice little 3-4 on board.
Right here. He can go for a Chef into the Ramiel and just make this huge board.
Yeah, he already understands that Tsuyu's struggling to deal with 1 Ramiel, so what about
2
Ramiels that both have more than 4 defense? It's looking like a strong board for Luis. I think he's going to take this one. Even if Tsuyu plays the world here, he's still dead on board.
Still dead on board. Wait, is he?
He's just going to do it anyways. Yep, this looks like it's over. Luis taking game 2.
Luis has the Boom Devil. Very fast second game.
Actually, that's true. Luis would have been too lethal on board.
Yeah.
He didn't have the Boom Devil here. Oh, he drew Gabriel too. I wonder if he goes for the Gabriel lethal instead.
No, I just gotta boom. Boom! Oh, Oh god.
He's Boom Devil for lethal.
Luis takes it
GG,
back.
and that's the power. So
Oh,
yeah, we saw the weakness of Vehicle Rune, and then we immediately saw the power of Vehicle Rune.
Yeah. Tsuyu decides to go for a full mole, trying to find those Tyrannosaurus, but you know what Tyrannosaurus can't clear? It's Ramiel.
Yeah, power of that Ramiel effect that it can't be damaged by effects is so strong.
So we're gonna go to the third match, which is gonna be Natura Dragon against Voltio Blood, and I don't really...
Pale Blood. Alright, can Lewis go first for once in this series? That is the question. The answer is yes.
Ooh, see you finding the Phoenix this time around, and it's against... Wait, you want the Phoenix against Voltio Blood is the problem.
No, you really don't. Because then you can give them potentially like a 5-cost Lucifer or a 5-cost Luzin.
Lewis does draw the Voltio.
And Lewis has the Volteo in hand, so win con in hand.
But that's a lot of big cards
But...
and Lewis really wants those to be in deck for Volteo to summon later.
Oh no, yeah, especially the Fulminating Berserker. He definitely wants that to come out of the deck with Volteo.
Meanwhile, Tsuyu here already got hit.
And Boom Devil too. But...
Oh, Athena as well. This is a lot of cards that you don't want to see right now.
I can see this being very, very tough for Lewis, especially if Tsuyu gets that Beltane online, because it's the same exact thing as Raw and Haven. It just puts a clock on Lewis, and it doesn't matter how many stats you have on board. If Tsuyu just destroys enough trees, he can just die to the damage. And there's nothing like Yukari in Blood.
Just support as well. It's very easy for Tsuyu to clear. I guess he doesn't have the elephant, so that's one less way for Tsuyu.
But he still has the Devouring Dread that just clears entire boards so easily.
Tsuyu did fuse.
Although he did draw 2 of them.
Yeah, no, he drew the 3 of them. That's the
so he has all 3. So he'll never be able to get a 5 play point Dread this game.
But still showing the power of the Phoenix into third fusion of the dragon. Gets the Dragon Oracle. 7 mana after the double wrath.
That's crazy. Wrath on or overflow on turn 5.
And you know what? Lewis when
Oracle?
He would have liked to draw the Voltio after the Phoenix. Now he can't actually play the Voltio for discount. He still needs to wait for turn 7.
Yeah, he drew the Volteo 1 card too soon. Oh no.
It's gonna be... So now the DDD is actually active. Just gonna evoke trade here to allow Tsuyu to go for a respite. Obviously, he can't play this Tyrannosaurus because it's not.
No, he can't, but he might be able to be draws.
He's probably
like
gonna...
a respite, for example. He's just gonna trade off a Pterodon. He gets so he can play respite, draw a card off of the tree, and we can draw Beltane, I'm guessing, by your reaction.
No, even better.
Ernst going phase. There we go. I'm like 2 seconds behind, but it's alright. Makes it more exciting for me, right?
Does get the card draw from Ernst, but it also gives him another Ernst, which he's gonna play.
11-8 ward.
This one's gets stored. Wait, wait,
oh no! Oh no! Lewis, no! Did Lewis not even answer to the 8 defense?
No, he just decides to play.
Oh my god.
See you,
draws to you. Yes, you feel so bad. Oh my god.
No, like he had no dub. He just slam it, go face.
Wow.
Even if he doesn't get the 50-50, it's just gonna evolve. So
yeah.
See you showing the power of Natural Dragon, and he might be able to take this second caster Royale with Natural Dragon.
We joke about Ernst because it's a 50-50 sometimes, whether you get the Storm or the Ward, and it can be kind of awkward. But drawing them right after getting the Roost on board, getting 5 play points to either draw cards or get 8 damage to go to Lewis's face through wards potentially.
You can't forget that you can actually evolve
Absolutely.
Ernst for the Storm. If you doesn't get the 50-50, you can just evolve Face. And
It's true.
so that was like 100% lethal from Tsuyu, which is, well, I guess not. He still is to clear the.
And so that does it for
Does it?
Lewis.
Yeah.
Tsuyu moves on to the semifinals, and that concludes our quarterfinals, right?
Yep. Just to recap, Igni won against Bass 2-0. East won against DifferentFight 2-1. Shira
Yep.
won against Momo 2-0, and Tsuyu won against Lewis 2-1. There's some pattern right here because I see all of the name on top winning, and I see 2-0, 2-1, 2-1, 2-0. There's some weird
all
pattern
the hosts
here.
won.
I swear this is not scripted at all. We'll be taking a quick break right now, and after the break, we'll start with the first semifinal, which is Igni versus East. We'll have a SVO CAO East versus Igni matchup, and afterward we'll find ourselves Shira playing against Tsuyu, which is like two competitive players playing against each other to see who will make it to the second Castle Royale final. So we'll take a break right now, and we'll see you guys later. And welcome back to the second installment of Caster Royale. I'm your caster, Kyo, and with me is Justin.
Hey guys, I'm still here.
And yeah, you were still here. And just as a quick recap, if you guys missed the quarterfinal, the first game of the day, we have Igni beating Baz with a quick 2-0. Then we have a pretty heated fight between East and DF, where East took down DF and got his revenge with the score of 2-1. On the other side, we see Shira taking a very quick 2-0 against Momo after a very, very cool rally portal against artifact portal match, which Shira won. And lastly,
Yep, surviving at 1 HP on turn 9 after the colony.
And lastly, we saw Tsuyu beating Luis 2-1 in a battle of very quick matches. Just spell boost.
Double end. Lethal at the end.
Was beating Bike Haven.
Oh my goodness.
Bike Rune beating Natural Dragon, and Natural Dragon beating Faulty of Blood. Right now, we are going to watch Igni versus East, and you want to talk about this?
Oh yeah, Battle of the SEAO casters. These guys are great friends, so I expect to see a lot of emoting back and forth.
Definitely a lot of emoting and definitely a lot of pride on the line, because they have to prove in front of all of us who between the two of them are the better SVO CAO caster. Like rank-wise, we see Igni at Master here. Meanwhile, East is still at A3. Yeah, that seems like A3. So
yeah,
East has a lot of things to prove right now.
Before they get started, as a reminder, Igni is on Natura Haven, Carol Rune, which was banned, and Jerva Dragon, and East is on Artifacts, Ward Haven, and Wrathblood, of which Artifacts.
Yeah, so they are going to play the same two class as they have played in a quarterfinal match earlier today. We see East piloting the Warhaven pretty well, and even the Wrathblood going super aggressive against DifferentFight and just cleaning the game very quickly. Meanwhile, on Igni's side, we see the power of the Dragon class, basically with the Jerva on curve after a ramp into so much damage from the double Dark Prison Dragon. And we saw a very
Dark Prison Dragon plus Sudden Showers to guarantee damage from both to hit 11 damage on turn 6, I think it was. Very, very clutch play by Igni there.
Meanwhile, we're gonna see Natural Haven again from Igni, and they're gonna play, I guess, immediately. So I'm just gonna cut off that thought right now.
Natural Haven and Ward Haven. Natural Haven versus Ward Haven, like.
Oh, this is a matchup.
How they
talk about.
With. They're starting up right now. We got Dragon versus Ward Haven to start. So one thing you can note is East is playing 3 Yukari. So if he can get that Yukari down early,
Dragon's gonna
be doing it.
Yeah. Yep. And we see another card that Jerva might have trouble clearing. It's Ramiel.
Ramiel, absolutely.
Everyone hates Ramiel. I hate Ramiel.
Who does not see yet who is going first or second? All right. Igni is going first. So I actually think that's better for East because he can get an earlier card, especially on turn 7. And he can ramp with Ramiel, and there we see Annabelle.
Of course.
So right here, I would actually consider playing
Ramiel.
I'm looking ahead towards turn 3 for East, but I would consider playing that Wilbert on turn 3 just to get more.
Yeah, and he's not even locking himself out, so he still can play the Ramiel.
And especially with the second Wilbert draw.
This is looking very, very well here.
The only problem is, if Igni gets his turn 5 Jerva, that is the perfect answer to turn 4 Anvelt.
You're not wrong. So turns are going very fast right now.
So he draws
Not playing the
Ignite here, so now he has a decision. He still plays the
Wilbur. He's gonna play the Wilbur anyway.
I still think this is great because not easy to deal with both wards, and it reduces Anvelt to 5. So Anvelt will guaranteed pop on 5, if not on 4. For example, if East
decides to delay it, she can.
Yep, he decides to Spice Shower one of the wards so that he can most definitely not get Anvil to pop.
Not getting the other 2 drop for a better curve right here, so he's just gonna be able to play Ramia.
Still gonna go for his turn 5 and Anvil plus Wilbert next turn. Or he can set that up.
Yeah, he can pop the Anvil.
Not push almost any damage yet.
Drawing the second Zerva, so he does have the second AoE if he gets that. But this has to trade right into
Ramia. Right.
And
he gets the 2 damage to deal with the 1-2, and he trades over the Ramiel. This is fine.
No, but like it's gonna get cleared by Anvil very easily. This is an easy Wilbert on 6 right here, I think, for East. Also draw the Sofina.
Yeah,
Sofina might actually be pretty big here. Pretty big in this matchup. Like not right now, but especially after this Wilbert dies, if he can get like a Sofina tree. Yeah, actually like prevent.
Oh, absolutely. That Sofina effect could just make it very, very difficult for Igni to use damage to clear the board. Because all of these potentially X4 will require 2 instances of damage to...
He's just going for damage right here. Oh, that would
then resolve.
J-Hand that? Which is still Sofina here? He's eyeing the Zolgania. He just wants to heal. I don't think Sofina is that bad there, but obviously East decides not to go for that, and this is gonna get cleared by Jerva, I think. Yeah, he's just gonna Jerva here.
Yeah, he's just gonna evolve Jerva here, trade over the 5/5, get the 5 damage to face again.
Igni is running really low on card. He is pushing a lot of damage, like he's pushing 5 every turn. And we're not seeing...
He has a Thunderous Roar to draw an extra card. Oh. That's nice. Very.
That's another Zolgania right there. I actually forgot that Thunderous Roar draw. Oh, and we see the Yukari.
Another world drawn. He only plays 2 Zolgania.
So that's all of his Zolgania. But more importantly, that Yukari top deck. Yeah, but really, Igni is running low on cards right now, so he needs to find a way to still clear this and... Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's the part.
Okay, we found the Yukari, but he hasn't evolved. He has to evolve the Soul Sister here to activate his Yukari for next turn. No, it's turn 9 next turn. So he can just evolve anything like Sarissa. He probably goes Sarissa, Evo Sarissa, and then play Yukari.
Yukari, probably.
Ooh, yeah, great draw for Igni there. So we've got a Kate to clear the board completely, draw 5 cards here. If he decides to play Thunderous Roar, that is.
Nah, he went for Dragon Call.
Okay, I'm a turn behind again.
That's
alright.
We are seeing Eastern 9 right now, and he is eyeing the sorry side the Yukari play that you mentioned. Which I think he's gonna do right now. He's just gonna try to seal the deal right here. Wait, evolve first. Evolve first, East, please. Wait, no, that Yukari is not active yet.
It is if he evolves the Sarissa.
No, it's Ramiel. Ramiel is active.
He didn't evolve?
No, Ramiel is active.
Oh, you're right. Ramiel only had 8 play points, yeah.
Yeah.
Ramiel,
I mean, he can still play here, which is pretty okay. So it's not that bad for him. Can still.
Yeah, he still gets the heals. He still heals up to 12, which means he's not in double strike range. That's nice. But yeah, a bit of an oversight there for Eve forgetting that he ran.
Oh, he forgot! He played the Yukari! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, he really needs to evolve the Solstice to the turn before.
Evolve Soul Sister. I don't know if this is good enough, like bad enough for him. I think
He has Raw now, so that's nice, but I don't know.
I don't
If
think
he can use the mirror to deal with the board. Yeah, we see the emotes there from Eve.
he can kill here though.
He gets another draw. He's got a plight for more draw. Yeah, Eve, like you were saying that if he was running out of cards, but he just drew all of his card draw all of a sudden.
Still?
Oh, Spice Shower is actually huge if he can clear this board. He hits a 50-50 to hit the Sarissa.
Oh, draw the Thunderous Roar. I think he's going for the Thunderous Roar instead of the...
I still think Thunderous Roar is a very, very good card. I think it's very undervalued just because it de-ramps you, but when you have 10 play points, for example,
Right.
if you lose a play point, you're just going to have 10 play points on the next turn as well.
So if Igni can clear and play the Sun Shower, he can win next turn. But he is against Sword here.
He is correct. And with the Conflagration, he could play both Conflagration and Spice Showers. This gives him a 4 AoE, but does not get through a Raw.
It does what? It also doesn't go through a Sofina and Raw. So
yeah, that's a pretty nice board. I wonder if he evolves the Raw here to make it 7 defense.
If he goes for 50 Sun Shower and hit the Raw, no, he didn't hit the board. Okay, because he could have taken with double Dark Prison Dragon. No, he can't. So he can't clear the Raw with the We've Got a Case.
Ooh, yeah, you missed the 50-50 that time. But yeah, you can clear the Raw with a We've Got a Case. Potentially.
Yeah, it will put East at 2. Which can
so unless he gets another Yukari, yeah, that blunder is really hurting East.
Yeah, he needs to make a ward that's above 7, right? Because we saw that
invoke the world here.
All 3 Dark Prism Dragon in hand now.
Oh no.
It 1 to go.
Alright, so East has 6 damage here. Sorry, 5 damage here with Raw. So Igni is essentially at 6 HP, but I just don't see how East is preventing Igni's lethal after that blunder with the Yukari. He needs too much damage.
He needs to somehow make a board that can survive Conflagration and Dark Prison Dragon. I don't think he can do it.
Looks like Igni's gonna take this one.
Probably, like, unless I'm not saying something, he can play Hollowed Cave for 2. Play a Vengeful Sniper into Wilbert, but that would still be able to by Conflagration.
Yeah, I think he has to play a couple of wards here to try to dig toward the Yukari here with the Enchanted Knight.
I forgot he has the Spice in hand, it doesn't matter! Oh, he does draw the Yukari though!
So that's good, that he can survive a turn then. And that's exactly what he needs.
Yeah.
So then all he needs is another Anvil or a Sarissa, and it should be lethal.
I mean,
he gets 5 damage from the Raw, and then it's... Wait!
Yeah, the Raw damage is enough. The Raw damage is enough. So just need to survive this turn, and hope that Igni doesn't have heal.
Yeah, because...
It's gonna even...
Evo is interesting to me. I don't know if I like that Evo, but...
Probably just making sure...
It shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah. We'll see if Igni can somehow clear this. Furor doesn't actually... No, wait! That's enough! If he hits one... No, he doesn't hit the ward!
Oh no! Yeah, and he can't Blazing Breath, the 2/2, because of the Yukari effect. So you have to...
Oh, he missed the 2 out of 3!
Oh no, he can't even clear! He can't even clear!
Yeah. He can
wow. So actually, that was very good for East, because it denied the triple Dark Prison Dragon lethal. Really heads up for East there.
Yeah. It's enough. Igni almost took it, but East with the Yukari.
Wow, well, at the end by East to find that second Yukari.
Yeah, I blundered one of my Yukari. It doesn't matter. I just need to find a second one.
Well played.
Well
Little
played.
lucky at the end there, but that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to play to your outs, and that's exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So East takes the first game with Lord Haven over Jerva Dragon. So we'll see if Iggy decides to run back the dragon again against
all of the emotes, all of the emotes, and just enter. Let Ra finish the job.
Alright. Baz is saying I'm a little low on volume, so I'm going to turn myself up a little more. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we'll be going to the second game now. East gets the better deck of his two decks out, which is War Haven. Now he has to play Wrath Blood and win against either Natura Haven or Jerva Dragon.
Yep.
You know, Wrath Blood against Jerva might be a bit iffy for Wrath Blood because a lot of their healing are Grain. And you know what Jerva doesn't play onto the board? Followers.
Followers.
So that's a lot of healing that can be denied by Jerva. East is
so East, yeah. So East won't be able to heal with Hazan, for example, but he can still heal with the 3/3.
He
Sorry,
can.
I'm already forgetting.
He can heal with Argavi technically.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's about it. And Antelope, if he's
in this matchup, I actually think just playing Argavi for the heal might actually be better since Iggy's not gonna have a board to clear anyways.
So
then again, Argavi does have Storm late game.
We're also see something is missing from Ignis' hand. That is ramp. He's not look. He's looking at 0 ramp hand right now. A lot of Jerva, no ramp. So we might see Jerva losing second time in a row because East is just going with the curve. He has
he keeps his whole hand because he's got exactly what he wants. 2-drop on 2, 3-drop on 3.
Yeah. Is that 3, I think, for ref?
Yeah, I really like the permafrost for East as well to give him a good turn 4 because when going first, the only thing Razzblood can realistically do is play 2-2-drops, and permafrost really helps with that.
It prevents the Wrath deck from running out of cards that quickly. So I believe we're gonna be seeing the permafrost being played right now. It gets the bear.
I doubt that the Vampiric Bloodbinder gets cleared here, but if it did, the Bear Paw Aura would have given him another point of wrath.
Ooh, this is interesting because he decides to go white with 1-drop instead of 2-drop. It does put him at wrath a little bit closer. He's gonna be at 5 right now. Has the Behemoth on board, so he can get to wrath very quickly here. He can go to wrath.
Guaranteed have wrath on turn 6.
They just go for the resolve right there and pass it back to Eve and East, and we'll see how East wants to play the cards in his hand because he doesn't have that much recharge left. So he has to use all of this efficiently if he wants to.
And yeah, as you were saying, without ramp, he's not going to get his Jerva down until turn 6. That might be too slow. Especially going second.
And we'll see how East respond to this because he has the option to just go wide and evolve face. But he's not seeing that much burn. The only damage from hand he has is Crappy Werewolf. So we'll have to see how aggressive East wants to be. He decides to play the second Silver Bolt Hunter.
If I was East on turn 5, I would definitely hold the Antelope Pellet War. Because you know that you need to keep as healthy as possible, and your IOs are not going to be healing.
That being said, though, the Barrel Belt is 3 damage on board.
But he definitely wanted to save his Scrappy for damage later. But the thing is,
is this over? This is over.
Already has...
It's over. It's over. It's over. You're a bit late, but it's over. Because East is just gonna
It's already
go.
over. Yeah.
So that's 10 damage.
Yeah, with the big whiteboard here, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, and
He
East
can only clear one follower, and then yeah, he just
very quick.
keeps with IO and the game.
Yeah, and it's gonna be game. Oh,
And
East.
yeah, he
got
takes a swift 2-0 over Derva Dragon.
He's showing that rank is not
Yeah, I
every.
fell really far behind that time. I apologize.
Yeah, it's okay. Power of Dragon Craft? What Dragon Craft? You don't even draw your ramp. I'm shit talking.
Bad man. He drew all 3 Jervas. No ramp until turn 5. That feels so bad.
And East get all the advantage from going
That's
first.
the risk you take in playing Dragon.
Just go as aggressive as he
Another
can.
case of go first gaming.
Go first
Showing
gaming.
effect.
But yeah, well played from both players. Sadly, Igni will go down now against his partner, East. But the good thing is we have at least one CAO SVO caster in the final. And we are going to find who are going to play against him East in the final, because the next match is gonna be Shira. He's bringing Sanctuary Haven, Temple Forest, and Rally Portal against Tsuyu, who's bringing Spellboost Rune, Sanctuary Haven, and Natura Dragon.
I would just like to note that that was the first match in which the host lost.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right, because all of the hosts win in the first. Yeah. Maybe this is gonna be the reverse effect, and we'll see all of the hosts lost today. The semifinal.
Yeah.
Totally.
So who do we have hosting in this one? Will you be hosting this one? Because then we can get Shira getting that win potentially.
Okay, I wrongly joined that room instead of spectating. Panic a bit.
Classic.
Classic. Why is Tsuyu playing against Kyo? Wait a minute. But yeah, we are
SEAO. This is an SEO.
Yeah. This is actually a potentially not potentially. This is basically a SCAO SVO against West SVO. We won't say representative though, because I mean I'm okay with Tsuyu representing CAO, because it's pretty monkey, to be honest. Like, how do you feel about Shira representing West right here?
I feel good about Shira here. He worked really hard with his lineup, and so yeah, I think he's got a good chance, and hopefully he can take it. Otherwise, it'll be an SEAO versus SEO final.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. If Shira wins here, actually, it would be CAO caster versus West caster, which is also interesting.
Yeah, it's always nice to have all the different regions in the final.
And of course, like Shira and East is very good pals, so there's gonna be a lot of trash talking there. But going back to this match, we're gonna be, I believe, we don't have the bans yet, but
no, we do not.
What do you think we'll get banned? I think
so we have
both sides.
A relatively aggressive lineup from Shira versus Tsuyu, who has a lot of mid-range going on. So I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves up Shira's Havenness, just because I think it just matches up better with his lineup.
You could be right, but Sanctuary Haven does have the one card that Spellboost Rune and Natura Dragon doesn't want to see. And we all know
Natura Dragon can answer the Sanctuary with Dread. That banishes any card.
You're right, actually. So maybe we'll see Sanctuary Haven being played. But would you
very tricky in terms of bans? I don't even know what Shira ban here.
Would you really let Shira play Haven? That's the bigger question.
And then I feel like Shirayne might actually ban the Nashira Dragon.
Could
Although, at the same time, I think, because Nashira Dragon also has a lot of heal, which is very, very difficult for Tempo Forest to deal with. However, Tempo Forest also has Wolf Rod, which can steal all of the draw from Nashira Dragon.
Oh yeah, we didn't see it that much because Shira just won very fast with the Bike Force, but he does play 3
Yeah,
Wall.
1
1 on turn 6. Just classic Echo. 1 on turn 6. Yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting to see what's the bans, and I think we have it right here. From Shira's
So he
side.
banned Shira's Tempo Forest, which is understandable because it might be a little bit too aggressive, and his decks have a lot of draw, and so Wolf Rod's also kind of scary. And Shirayne banned Haven. He doesn't want to deal with Sanctuary, and just like I thought, Tsuyu left up Shirayne's Haven.
Yeah, let's see if that's decision will help him right here, because we are letting Shira play his best class. Although we didn't talk about it that much, but Tsuyu actually plays a lot of Sanctuary Haven. This expansion, before nerf, after nerf, like we know his teammate Hishiro also really loves Sanctuary Haven, so I can
even
see
wrote a guide that's on Tempo Storm.
Yeah, I can see like
So
Shira being afraid of Tsuyu's Haven right here. So we'll be going any
Plus,
point,
he
right?
knows he's playing Rally Portal, and he might fear the Sanctuary as he's playing Rally Portal.
Yeah,
Plus,
exactly.
Sanctuary Haven mirrors are one of the most boring things. I'm glad watching that.
we want to keep with our very fast-paced games today. No
Yeah,
more
we're
of
gonna keep it entertaining.
turn 11 Zilgania fight from the first Castle Royale. No more of that. We'll
Who
go
can
fast.
draw the most
As fast.
Yukaris? Who can stall the most? We don't want to see that.
We actually have like 3 turn 6 lethal today, 2 turn 6 lethal compared to last.
Oh yeah, we've seen some very quick games, and they've already started. Here we go. We got Spell Boost versus Rally Portal.
Oh, I really don't like this matchup against from Spellboost's side.
Oh, absolutely. Like, how are you supposed to deal with those massive boards on turn 5, turn 6? It's just too much.
Explain, yeah.
You see Shirayne got that Ilganu on turn 1.
Because the problem with Spell Boost is that you do have a lot of answer for their board, but you have to use that answer anyway. So that's a lot of resource you are putting against the Fieran board. And after the Fieran, usually Ice Shield comes out. And after you just use all of your resources Fieran, you have to deal with a huge 7/7 and 5/9. No, that's just no.
Oh no, and yeah, I can imagine Ice Shield coming out and invoking like right after a Kuon and banishing everything. That would be a huge issue.
Nightmare. So
we saw it. So you hold the Insight on turn 1 because he only had the Chaos Wielder to boost, so he wanted to save it for turn 3, which he was rewarded because he didn't draw another 1-cost spell. So he gets to curve out here on turn 3.
Two-Face instead of Ilganu.
Yep, he does not care about his Ilganu. If he can deny the Ilganu from getting a Triff, i.e. by ignoring it, then
very
he feels a lot better about his position.
Shira is setting up for a very good turn for Fieran right here.
With the Fieran, yeah.
Yeah, he has to.
But do you have a good amount of removal here?
Not really. He's not seeing the altering, which he would love to.
And since he went first, he can't really get any value off this Chaos Wielder on turn 4, so he's just gonna hold it.
Yeah, and I believe that this Fieran is gonna come down. He can wait for a bit, but no, he's just gonna go.
I can't imagine he doesn't play Fieran here.
Yeah,
he just kills the Rooney, Evo's face. He can even play the Sinto if he wants to, or just
he's probably gonna get nerf up it from the Phantom Blade Wielder here.
I would play the Sinto here to get Radiant to keep pushing face.
Oh, why didn't he go face? Did he display that?
Playing the puppets.
He missed
playing around the world when Tsuyu doesn't even play the world.
Right. That's very weird.
That is really weird. He definitely didn't run out of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I completely disagree with that. I definitely would have gone face for 5, put him to 10, got a Radiant for next turn, Evo face with the Radiant.
and so you can potentially
I don't
just
know about that.
with the Demon Color in hand. Surprised that he decides to not play the Chaos Filter. Wait, am I missing something? They're playing very
Here
weird.
his current rally count is 6, so like he can't even get Fear and Act to invoke on turn 6.
I really feel like I'm missing something because he was playing very weird here.
Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't go face with the 5/5 there. He definitely didn't time. He played relatively quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the free clear here because the puppets just died.
Yeah. It's a very weird clear, and he decides to not play the Chaos Filter until the very end. Probably.
Alright, so this looks like a pretty easy Ilganu for Shirayne, and that's exactly what he does.
Oh, I can't even get the Oganu active here. So that's very good.
Well, he can, because he can trade that into probably goes for Black.
He can activate Rally here, but if he plays the puppet, which he does, so he's at Rally 10.
And that does put him at 10 rallies. He will get his Furin. I did rally 10 with this last puppet here, so he's exactly 10. So he gets his Furin.
And Tsuyu don't have that many cards left.
Yeah, Tsuyu, all he has is a couple of Roonies, so he'll be able to heal. His one he draws on turn 6 is just going to be way too.
Gets the Rooney active though, so that's pretty good. Let's see where this Rooney hits. Yep. It's gonna hit the 2/2, so he can ignore this puppet right now. I want to see if he plays the second. Or he plays the.
Sorry, I think it is, right? And I really like how he managed his resources so that he didn't burn any Roonies.
Has the second Rooney active, close to active right here.
Alright,
and
so
Shira actually doesn't have that good of a board right here.
If I was Shira here, I would play the other Ilganu, evoke that Ilganu, the Chaos Fielder, another Trist.
Just play Ilganu into Ilganu.
Yeah, he might get a Trist Ilganu, a 1/4 or 2/4 if he plays it here with the board.
Yeah, it's gotta
Although, to be honest, I think I would have developed more. Oh, he's playing Gabriel, interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much option to develop here because his hand is Ilganu.
Well, what I was thinking actually was playing the other Ilganu to get Trist and just play the Trist right to develop as much as possible. You get 3 5/4s that might be relatively difficult for Tsuyu to deal with because the 4 damage is out of Rooney range.
Oh, that's a very good Crystal Fencer draw right there. It's not gonna be active right now, but it's gonna be active soon. Probably gonna play the other Rooney here.
So let's see if this Rooney, or I think I'm a little behind, but
yeah, you're a bit behind.
The Rooney is not Ilganu, so the Ilganu will.
Yeah, I will put him at 3/2. So.
Oh, yep. There's the second Rooney that comes down. Okay. But yeah, this Crystal Fencer is going to be insane because on turn 8 he'll have exactly enough cards in deck to get his Kuon out.
But this is kind of like what I talked about earlier in this match. You are using a lot of resource trying to clear the Fiora board, and you might be a bit in a bit of a trouble later on. He decides to.
So Shirayne decides to play the
Trist
on turn 7, where I personally think he should have played it on turn 6.
This Ilganu,
but it's essentially the same thing.
So, Tsuyu does have the option to deny the second Ilganu and prevent Shira from ever getting that active.
Yeah, so the buff from the Fearum is actually not good here because it made the Ilganu a 2/4 instead of a 1/3. So if it snipes with a Rooney, for example, then it becomes a 2/1. But obviously, so you trade the Shikigami's in as well.
Crystal Fencer right here going work.
Oh, absolutely. Every single one of those Roonies is going to be active now. Every single one of those Roonies is going to be healing. dealing damage
He
to
can't get
Shira.
the new active, but I will. Oh, I guess he just played. He's just gonna clear one of them. One of the 5-3. So this Rooney, I believe, will be played.
Shira has a rally count of 20, but only 50.
Yeah, so
I believe Shira took the P shift on turn 7 so that he can get a lot of heat.
yeah. Ice Shield is not gonna be active though, and this is a lot of Rooney in hand.
Yeah. So
3
he
right
doesn't
now.
get his Ice Shield here. So he only has 18 destroyed followers. So he doesn't get his Ice Shield here, so he can't crew or maneuver the train here, so he can't banish the Celestial Shikigami. He could potentially use the box of puppets on the Shikigami.
A 1-3 on board,
He
and
does.
so you have 3 Rooney active in hand. So I think this should be it. Should be it.
I'm looking at 6 Roomies in hand right now.
Yeah, but he technically only has 3 active.
Right,
Shira
because the other 3 are
new active,
new.
so it will be too
I
late.
see him getting an active Ilganu, but yeah, turn 9 is gonna be too late.
So this.
So it looks like Tsuyu's gonna take the first game, Spell Boost versus Rally.
Kimetandes. And just go face with the puppet.
Kimetandes.
Should be. That should be it. Yeah. Tsuyu playing that very well. Managing the resource from Rooney and being able to win with just one Kwon and bunch of Rooney.
At the end of the game, he played 9 Roonies.
9 Rooney.
I'm sorry, 10 Roonies.
Yeah, I just played the last one. He didn't count that one.
He could have just he could have just gone face, but instead he decided to keep playing Roonies. Oh no, he didn't go face. So yeah, it was only 9 Roonies. He could have played a 10th, but decided not to.
Alright, we're gonna go directly into the second game. That was a pretty quick game.
Shura Dragon now versus see if Shirayne decides to switch or stick.
It's gonna decide to switch and just queue the Sanctuary Haven into Tsuyu's Natural Dragon, which you know, considering what you said earlier, could be a bad
Dragon can do work in this matchup, absolutely. But I know that Shirayne is playing Sweetwing Seraph, so he can just get even more Sanctuary.
And we're not
exactly.
Oh no, it's the anime fight. It's the Shadowverse anime fight. Okay, so both players are gonna be playing this pretty slow.
I'd like to say I'm very ashamed of Tsuyu for not using the new promo Hero Oracle.
No, he has one Oracle of every.
Right, that's right. He's using one of these.
We saw the second one now. So,
alright, so this is looking good for Shira actually, going first with double Holy, or sorry, going second is exactly what he wants as Holy Sanctuary, because then he gets the cost reduction on his Holy Sanctuary.
It might matter that much in this matchup in particular, because of course, Tsuyu is not gonna pressure
that much, doesn't have to do much else on turn.
Tsuyu does find a Valdine here.
Tsuyu is ramping a good amount. We're seeing these emotes going back and forth. These players know each other quite well.
Tsuyu is missing his CPD though, and his Phoenix.
Doesn't even have Roost either.
Yeah.
So he has to dig.
And he's dead.
He gets paired on, but you can't play the tree with it, so he just hold on for now.
And we don't talk about it.
Right, that going second, getting the play points back did not matter for Shirayne at.
Oh, it's gonna matter right here because he can't get 2-4-4. The Tsuyu needs.
Yeah, he's still gonna have 3 play points.
And
he plays the Sanctuary turn 5.
Matchup that we don't talk about that much, but Natural Dragon can have some trouble trying to clear this constant body that Sanctuary is gonna have.
Yeah, if he just makes like 2 6/6s with ward that can't be targeted, outside of Dread Dragon, how does Dragon deal?
He's ramping a lot right now, but oh, we see the Phoenix right here, so he does have the option to get the
Does
Phoenix.
get the roof. Yeah.
Decides not to. I don't know if I like that because he has the potential of drawing a DDD and decides to use the last evo as well. So this is gonna be a no roost game. No
One of
roost.
the biggest problems I'm seeing for Shirayne is he doesn't have a lot of card draw right now, and he also doesn't have Yukari, which is so important in this matchup.
Oh, just as you said, a top deck Lorena, so that's at least a cycle.
Yep.
Let's see if he can.
Might be able to dig in to what he's looking for, but yeah, he's still looking for those major prayers in his deck that he hasn't found yet.
Fails to get the second heal, so there's
really
not
start digging through his deck.
There's not gonna be a dragon this game. Back to Tsuyu, and he
does not look like Dread's coming out. But yeah, no roost.
Oh, finally found the Dragon Roar. The DDD. Let's see if he decides to fuse right here.
I find it very interesting that Shirayne decided not to play around the world.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention as well, because it basically makes Tsuyu's world in hand, which we've been saying as a deck card, makes it a draw too.
Yeah.
That might be a fatal mistake, because now Tsuyu does found a DDD.
Yep.
And Falling
even though it still costs 10, he has 10 play points already, and he's doing 5 damage per turn already with...
Yeah, and the Sweet Wing is not here yet. This Sanctuaries are gonna be gone.
Yeah, no Justinians. And he doesn't have a follow-up Sanctuary because he played 2 Sanctuaries. So unless he gets one of his 3 other Sanctuaries of his 2 Jewel Brilliances, he's not gonna have a Sanctuary.
It's not gonna have
the rest of the game.
Yeah. I think that one.
Not finding any of his Natura cards was very, very painful for Shirayne here. Shirayne, so he wasn't able to develop his ward. Also the Sanctuary, no Confectioners, so he wasn't able to get Sweetwing or dig deeper through his deck. They couldn't copy the Sanctuaries.
He just gonna clear the board. And Paladin is also taking very
no. Looking very bad for Shirayne. I honestly think this game's just over.
Yeah, he actually has to play the trees right here just to draw, I think.
Yeah, he decides to hold the trees.
Decides to hold the tree, but you know who has a lot of trees? It's gonna be Paladin. Oh,
yeah.
The
so
second
piece gives you just an opportunity to play nothing but trees this turn, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah. I think this should be it. There's still no Yukari in hand. Tsuyu is at very good. He has double urns in hand and even more DDD. So even if Shira gets his Sanctuary, it's just gonna be gone. That's a 9.
Power of Hero for sure.
He
draws the Sweeping like a turn too late after his Sanctuaries were already banned.
Yeah.
He gets the world, but that's just not gonna.
That's not gonna be enough. It's that damage, but the ping is already gonna be 9. Ooh, that's a Yukari.
Active though.
He can't get it. No.
Yeah, he can't evolve the world. That's it.
Oh my god, it's already turn 10.
And he even gets the world. Actually turn 10. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Justice.
And that does it.
Justice. There we go. Does he get it? Oh, he didn't get it. That's it.
And there we go.
Tsuyu
taking it a swift 2-0 over Shirayne.
He's gonna go to his second Caster Royale final here.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing East in the final, but yeah, that's it for Shira. He made it to semifinal this time, but he couldn't make it to the final for the second.
Yeah, good run for Shirayne, but he just can't quite make it to the finals, and we're going to see an SEAO final.
Yeah, SEAO. Our SEAO player versus our SEAO caster. So that match will be...
Hey. Tsuyu casted the MS Cup last time. He's a caster in his own right.
Yeah. No, I mean, nobody's all 8 players right here are caster on their own right. So after the break, we are going to fight East, the SPO CAO casters against Tsuyu, the CAO competitive player and MS Cup caster. Will be interesting to see. Let's see if Tsuyu gets to play his dragon again for her third time today, or will it be banned? So
looking at the lineups, East has a very mid-range focused lineup, so I feel like he would rather ban. It's gonna be tough for East all around. I don't know what he would ban here.
And we'll see that later after the
break for the final.
Yeah. See you guys later.
I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh.
And welcome back again for the last time today, Caster Royale. This is gonna be our final match for today. East, our SPO CAO caster, is gonna be fighting Tsuyu, a competitive player from SPO CAO and a caster for MS Cup mainly. So this is gonna be pretty interesting. It's caster versus player from the same region.
Yeah, so we'll see if you can demonstrate that he has the skills to beat out East, as I assume he's been playing much more.
Yeah, if East
But
this, he
he
is
has been demonstrating some very, very smart strategies with his list. Unfortunately, his Lord Haven that squeaked out a couple of wins has been banned this time around.
Yeah, let's talk a bit about the bans because East, as you just said, has his Ward Haven ban. On the other side, Tsuyu has his Sanctuary Haven ban. So we are not gonna see Haven for the last match of the day.
No, we are not. So we have Artifact, Portal, and Wrathblood versus Spellboostrune and that Roost Dragon with Beltane.
So Tsuyu bringing back Natural Dragon again, and let's see, and if he wants to see if he can win another Castle Royale with Natural Dragon. He's very close though.
So we haven't seen East play Artifact yet. So I don't recall from this. How many mugs is he playing?
He's playing 3 mugs right now. Here? Oh, interestingly, he only has 2 Elganeo, so that's gonna...
3 mugs. Mugs will be very important in both matchups, actually. Because he can deny the spell boost from Shikigami against Kuon and or Shikigami summons, and he can banish the roost potentially. If that matters.
So he does have a list that is pretty good against Tsuyu's decks. But let's see, as they are starting their first match, it's gonna be East on the Artifact Portal against Tsuyu on the Spell Boost Rune. So this match can go either way.
hate to say this, but I had an error on my side, and it's not loading for me.
Okay, I'm gonna have to carry the first few turns. Is
Yeah.
gotta take some time to think about his mulligan. He does have a very good hand going second, but it is a pretty slow hand against Spell Boost Rune. Meanwhile, Tsuyu is looking at a hand of Shikigami Summon, Rooney, and Kuon, and that's very spicy. He basically has both of his win cons already, and he just needs to find some card draws, get this hand really.
More card draws, more cheap spells, so you can just boost those up and probably get a turn 6 Kuon if Rooney's ready to go.
Okay, East decides to toss both Modesty and Vortex Colony, and he actually went first. I got that wrong. He was missing 2-drop, but did draw the Ramia, which is not the best of the 2-drop, especially against the Shikigami summon, the paper Shikigami. Meanwhile, Tsuyu finds Insight on 1 with his insane hand. So this is gonna be a very fast spell boost for Tsuyu if East decides to not deny with Munir, which he doesn't have yet. Doesn't have Munir yet. It's gonna be interesting. So East is eyeing up the Ramia this turn. He's considering on playing it, but it's a 2-1. Although there's not that many reason to keep the Ramia, I guess, so you kind of want to pressure him.
There's not a lot of ways for Rune to be able to deal with that outside of the Evo. Except for Demon Caller, I guess.
He does find the magic missile, so Tsuyu can actually clear this Ramia. Just go for it.
Well, magic missile doesn't damage the Ramia.
Doesn't want to take that. Doesn't
Or
want to.
Ramiel.
No, Ramia.
Oh, it is Ramia.
It is
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was.
Yeah,
my bad.
please do.
Okay. Like I said, sorry, can't see yet. I haven't seen Ramia in quite some time.
Same, and it's actually plays 2 Ramia. We haven't seen his artifact list yet. Artifact being played yet, so this is gonna be the first time that's gonna happen today. He's got the Magic Gunsmith on 3, but this is gonna get answered pretty well. Yeah, with the augmentation. I'm actually kind of surprised that he went for the augmentation there instead of having everything be cleared by altering tomorrow. He does have 1 extra mana, so saving that 2 damage phase is pretty alright, all things considered. And East is still missing his paradigm shift. He does have Robotic Engineer in hand, but that's gonna be a bit too slow, I reckon. Has a hand of
you don't want Engineer. You can want that as early as possible.
Yeah, it's already turn 4, and he just played this Engineer, but potentially anyway. And like even sadder, he has 2 Artifact Scan in hand, and well, the nerf really comes through because he can't actually use this Artifact Scan to get an analyzing. Well, he's just gonna go for it instead of playing the Engineer, so that Engineer is gonna be even more delayed. So far, it's not looking that
good. To get extra card draw.
Yeah, it's not looking that good for East, as Tsuyu is just drawing all the spell boosts. It's just boosting like crazy. He's at 9 at Quan right now, and he can easily get 3 spell boosts next turn with Kyoka Evolve and Shikigami. Doesn't even need the Shikigami to die.
Very easy. Turn 6.
Quan.
And he's got that Rooney ready to go too. Can you play a 10 boosted Rooney on turn 5 to set up the one on?
I don't think so. Is that 6 boosts right now? And with Kyoka, I will only go all the way to 8.
It goes up to 8. Okay.
So at least that's not
play
gonna...
Rooney before the cool one on 6. That's very powerful.
You can. Potentially can, because getting a lot of Rooney in this matchup is very good. You get to heal a lot of damage from Arcane.
And this artifact want to be as aggressive as possible, so you can just heal all of that back up very efficiently.
Another
Not
thing
much Artifact
for
can do at that point.
Tsuyu right now is that he's up 1 evolve against Artifact. So Artifact has problem trying to answer the Kuon board, especially on curve. They really need to use evolve. Like they potentially have the ability to Munier your Kuon and then clear your Kuon board, but if he is down this much in evolve, I don't think he can afford to Munier Kuon.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you mug there, then you're just not clearing the board. Like, sure, you'll deny the spell boost, but you're still gonna take all of that damage and probably.
That being said, though, Tsuyu does decide to play the Rooney first before the Kuon, which is respectable. It's gonna.
Yep, as I expected, he wants to spell boost those greens as much as possible.
Wait.
So, does that mean he is delaying the Kuon for a turn?
Yeah, he does delay the Kuon, and I think, if I'm not wrong, East can potentially go to 6 destroyed artifact this turn. He has 3
He
right.
definitely set up a Spinaria if he has Lucille going.
Yeah, if he sees the Spinaria, he can set it up this turn, which is a potential answer to Kuon. So Kuon is not.
Yeah, one of my favorite plays as Artifact against Kuon is to get the Meunier down when you have 6 artifacts destroyed, and then you play the Spinaria, so you deny the spell boost and get an easy full.
Exactly. So we'll see if he goes for it. No, he trades the Lucille into the 3-1 instead, so he can't actually suicide this one.
Guarantee the Spinaria. Oh
Yeah.
no.
No, that might be big.
So
Because
he's valuing the extra damage over the Spinaria.
seems so, but we know that Tsuyu has so much Rooney in hand, and he even has the Crystal Fencer to boost the Rooney even more.
And East even knew that he had the Rooney. I feel like pushing the damage there is just wrong. You need to control the board.
Exactly. So now he actually has to draw the Spinaria himself. Oh, Tsuyu decides to play the Chaos Wielder. I guess he wants to shuffle the deck, draw deeper into the deck more. He can still play the Shikigami Summon or the Rooney, whichever he wants to. I reckon this is gonna trade, yep. And into another Rooney, into more copies of Rooney. And I think Tsuyu is just gonna run away with this game. Heals to 17. He's
spell boost doing something.
That's a Vertex Colony, but it's 1 turn too late. That's a pretty good. Oh, that Radiant. Is that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Did East just top deck the way out of it?
He scammed into a 0-cost Radiant and has a second Lucille in hand, so he can actually get the Spinaria if he suicides one of these, but he has been playing pretty aggressively up till now, so we'll see what he's gonna do.
Even though he had a very slow start, he's been playing very aggressively in the mid game.
You're not clearing this without Spinaria, though, that's for sure.
Spinaria, yeah, absolutely not.
He's 1 mana off from Spinaria. So he's not clearing this anyway. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be very bad. Because he has to clear the Kuon here. Can't go face. Leaves the Kuon alive. He's got a Paradigm into a Ward against Rune?
Oh, that's not what you want to be doing, especially when you know that he has all those Roonies.
Yeah, and he has the 0-cost Embrace in hand. The Modesty Ping does go to Kuon, though.
And an Embrace? Oh no.
So he's not getting that much Spanish. Actually, kind of safe that the Modesty hits the right target right there. He does see Vertex in hand. So he has a clear for next turn and a lot of damage, but not sure if this is enough. He's just playing 3 Vertex though, so he already played 2. Oh, Tsuyu is just gonna play the Rune and heal up as much as he can. Doesn't even want to risk the Vertex from putting him at any low. Yeah, just another Rune.
Yeah, I don't think East can pull it out from here.
Put him at 3 even, so 1 Rune is enough to kill. So I think that should be it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Tsuyu's gonna take this one.
Yeah, so you have 1
over
deck.
artifact.
Yeah. I guess the East can technically heal up with Selganea, so this is not lethal yet. I think it's not lethal yet. I don't think there's a lethal. Yeah, there shouldn't be a lethal unless he can boost this. No, he only has 1 Rune active, and the other 2 Runes are 0 boosted. So East
For the
can
record, I'm still behind.
Yeah, you're still
I'm so far behind that I'm only 1 turn ahead of the live feed.
So you're actually live. Okay. I think you should reset for like next round.
Probably. Yeah, I'm like 3 turns behind.
So East is gonna play the Zaganea here. That's his only way of surviving this, and I believe he's gonna go for the Spinaria as well. Push damage onto Tsuyu's face. So he's not out of this yet. He's technically not out of this yet. Oh boy. Does have 16 next turn. Wait, is that? No, never mind, that's enough. Okay, I'm dumb. He has Kwon and Shikigami, so that should be it for the first game.
That'll wrap it up.
That will wrap it up. Tsuyu going super strong with spell boost the whole day, and just having all of this crazy spell boost start. Kwon on 6, Kwon and Rune every single game. Super strong. And that should
I'm
be...
gonna reset the room now that the first game is over and try to jump into the second game. Hopefully in time. Oh. Is it gonna have me go through the first game before I get to
I think
the second game if I
reset
jump
now.
back into the room? I
You
sure
should
hope
be
not.
You should be able to. Anyway, we're already in the second game right now.
Oh no.
East is gonna run it back with Artifact. Against Tsuyu's Dragon. No.
Tsuyu's Dragon's been very good so far. We'll see if he can pull it out again.
Yeah. Oh, deja vu right here.
Okay, perfect.
Drawing both Ramiel and Magic Gunsmith after that.
And Tsuyu gets to go first again.
Yeah. Oh. Those are pretty good draw. Those are pretty good draw. 1-drops are something that you kind of want to, you really want to see in this matchup. East is not playing.
Interesting that East decided to throw away the Iron Sting even though he's going second. Iron Sting is
It's probably trying to get his 3-drop. Understandable. And he does get the Ramiel.
Or that, or a Carnelia for turn 4. He does get the Ilganu on turn 1. That's a big improvement from last.
Yeah. Draws the Modesty for a turn, which is potentially very good on turn 4. He has the option to Ramiel.
Get the Engineer down.
Ramiel trade, or just...
I would Engineer, even bump Ilganu again. That's one.
Premise and just go push 1 damage phase. I don't really like that, but I think he's...
Yeah, I don't think the 1 damage is worth it. I think I'd rather just get the 1-2 Ilganu. But
Tsuyu is also not trading right here, so We are going
Yeah,
face.
I mean, why would he? All
We're-
East has is a couple of 1/1s.
Yeah. I believe we're gonna see the gunsmith and probably trade right now because you do want those sweet paradigm shift to be
At this
discussed.
point, I wouldn't trade because now you don't have the extra play points. Oh no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, trade engineer. You
Yeah.
can at least get the P shift,
Shift.
reducing cost next turn.
Yeah, like at that point, you might as well trade the Ilkanu as well. But no, he just going face. True to his gun.
With both, yep.
Just go face. Just go face. You can take this.
So, on one hand, East probably recognizes that he's probably the aggressor in this matchup. On the other hand, Dragon has a lot of heal, so this damage probably doesn't matter that much.
Yep, you're right. The thing is, Tsuyu is seeing 0 ram hand right now. Not even DDD, which would have been good.
Yeah, he's got 2 Ernsts instead, which are really bad at 10 play points. Like, we saw him beat Shirayne with 2 5 play point Ernsts, and 10 play point Ernsts is
Not what you want to see.
exactly. So he really probably wants a DDD to get these Ernsts out of his hand.
It's not.
And yep, just like you said, we see the Modesty on 4, which is exactly what East wants. Push even more damage. Never respecting the world now that it's nerfed.
Yep. Tsuyu does get
But
Phoenix though, so he's
yeah,
gonna
Phoenix
give
Roost as soon as possible.
Tron
So every card he draws, and every card that East draws, will be half cost.
So far, it's
And he's going to draw immediately with the Pumpkin Dragon, get a little bit of heal as well. So he just healed
actually
4 on that turn.
this is actually pretty good because now East can actually just go for the paradigm shift. Which, if I were him, I would just go paradigm shift here, but nope, decides to go for analyzing. I think he's gonna go for double analyzing here.
I think I would have played down the Ramule as well, because if he's just going to play another scan and just play another 2/1,
Oh, he's just gonna save everything. He's eyeing on
he's
the
just going to float the play points. Yeah, I would have played the Ramule, the Ramule there, to be honest.
Oh, that
There's
DDD.
the Dread. 5 play point Dread. If he wanted to, he could just banish the whole board right now.
Yeah,
and
and
he
he's-
does.
He's just gonna do it. He's denying both the and the
Denying the draw, denying the Ilkanu, denying the
board.
decreased cost of the P shift.
This is a huge
Does
parlay.
East go for... Okay, he probably plays Cornelia here with P shift.
Definitely, like it doesn't have. I think you just Carnelia evolve into Bishop is my like.
So if he goes for the heal here with the P shift, he could clear the 8/8.
True. And it would push 3 damage phase as well. So
With the
in a
modesty
way,
damage, yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
nice leader
actually,
effect.
a pretty okay answer to the situation. This
The
round,
alternative would be Ramule plus P shift, which does not clear the Dread.
yeah, it would be 1 damage off.
Well, it does clear the Dread with the modesty damage, so then you're not pushing damage of your own.
Right now is that 3 if he trades everything. He has 1 paradigm shift in hand. That's not gonna be enough to get to 6. So I think he is going for play that you mentioned. This play is pretty it does let you do a lot
For
of
the Keen Edge, get the clean trade and the damage to face with the modesty. He does decide to play the scan there.
These
Not
are
sure if I like that or not, because I prefer to save my scans so that they cost 0. But in this case, he gets the reduction from the root.
yeah, I think that's what he was thinking about.
Yeah,
But
I hadn't
having all
considered that. So now he has all of his trees. So
Oh,
he gets
that's Salgadea.
the world top deck.
Oh, into
And
another one.
Even ramp. Oh god.
He was
Even
not
ramp
waiting
with the Pterodon here, up to 9 play points for next turn.
This is not waiting
So
with
the only thing going well for East here is that Tsuyu has not found his Zalbane yet.
Oh,
5 cost colony though.
colony.
Ooh. This is still a pretty tricky turn for East.
Yeah, he really wants to get his
Gonna start with P shift. Definitely pushing the damage with the airstrike. I like this.
Try to clear with wait, you can't really clear here, can he?
No.
I guess he can clear.
Well,
with...
he can if he plays the Ramia here, and then you go Ramia plus strike form. Now the question is, do you want to keep which do you keep alive? Do you keep alive the strike form here or the Ramia here?
I think just keep alive this Ramia, right? The small stat. I don't think keeping alive the...
Yeah. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but
does push 5 damage, but we do see the second.
He's still one artifact short.
We do see the second Zelganea in hand.
And Tsuyu has more heal in the Pumpkin Dragons. Now he's got heal on the world and the Pumpkin Dragon.
Yeah, he has all the world to find.
And he has respite too. 1 play point respite at that.
The moment Valdane comes down, this is gotta be over. But he's not finding the Valdane. Not yet. Still not yet.
Trees destroyed, and he's destroying more trees.
Still
Valdane bottom 15.
He's back at 18.
That's 9 trees destroyed now.
Draws the third Zelganea.
And he draws the third world.
That's even more healing.
Oh my goodness. And he has a full board. So
I think
okay, Rebel Against Fate gives East his 6th different artifact. He cannot go face with Ramia here. He doesn't have enough play points.
I think he legit needs 6 all 3 of his colony to win this at this point.
Yeah,
it really has so much.
He just has so much heal in hand. Like, if Ernst doesn't roll Storm, he's going to heal off of that. He's got both of the other Pumpkin Dragons. He's got the last world as well. He just drew every single card in his deck that heals.
And Tsuyu even still has 1 last Evo, so he has all the time in the world to just draw a wild thing. Oh, this is gonna be very hard for East to come back from, because
as East here, you can't play Colony yet. It's way too early. Like, sure, it pushes 10 damage to face, and you can potentially play the Rebel Against Fate in the same turn. But 10 damage face is just not gonna do enough if you don't draw another colony. Even with the Ramia, which he's just playing out all his artifacts. He doesn't have any artifacts for the Ramia.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't get another scan, which would be his last scan, I don't think this Ramia is ever gonna get Storm.
There's the Boom Devil. 1 turn too early? No, 2 turns too early. But
yeah, it's only turn 8.
Right now is
turn 9. Turn 9 for Tsuyu here.
It's just trying to get to Valde. Just needs to find the boy.
Azure Flame Dragonute.
That's a lot of
slamming it down. Never seen that before.
First time. Oh, and
in fact, I didn't even know that she had ward. I did not know Azure Flame had ward.
Just gonna
get 50-50. You can still Evo phase.
It's like, I'm gonna draw Falden at 1 point, so I might as well just get this damage over.
Yeah.
And it is an 8
finally drew the Valdane. And Valdane was bought. 9 trees destroyed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for East, this game is over. He actually did get the scan. Wow. So he drew the 3rd scan. But
Zelganea does clear the 8-11.
Too late here. He has to Zelganea to deal with this 8-11.
I think what we need to do right here is try to survive and go for a double colony win.
Absolutely. So you have the world here, I think.
Yes. Yeah, you have
to 7,
and then use the scan to try to clear the 6-6, if possible.
He does have 6 destroyed artifacts now, so he will get 0 cost. But even then, I don't think you're clearing the 6 without modesty damage. So you're not pushing extra damage.
He can clear it.
The worst option.
He can clear it with Ralmia. He can Ralmia evolve. He can sell Ralmia evolve.
He can Ralmia plus Strike form after the world.
But
That'll
Tsuyu,
push 6 damage to face.
Tsuyu does have the Boom Devil, so that's
Plays
5.
the colony.
Oh, that's not enough. That's nowhere enough.
Oh, it is 7. For some reason, I thought it was only 6. Okay. I guess he didn't have any ancients before.
Yeah, and just Faldane is enough. Faldane and
Ooh.
Boom Devil is gonna be enough. Close the game.
Yep. That'll be it.
Will be
Tsuyu
it.
take the finals 2-0 over Artifact.
Finally gets his Faldane. And it's gonna go correction into just wait as well as
Another
well.
world for BM.
3 world. Wait, he does have enough, right? Wait, he doesn't have enough.
He does not have enough.
He doesn't have enough.
He just BM his way.
Is giving
he knows he is
one
going
more.
to turn no matter what. So this is the BM at this point, but oh my god.
It does
He
matter.
does draw the colony. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
No, because he can't. He
Or can
can't
you-
storm with the Ramia.
Yeah, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
If we went
Wait,
for
wait,
this,
wait, wait. He does. He's 2 off. Yeah,
Yes.
he's 2 off lethal. No.
no.
If he had played the strike form last turn.
Oh,
no.
Oh no!
So close.
So close. That's so hard.
Almost punished the BM. Almost punished the BM.
Oh my god. He no, I don't trying to think if Lucille would be enough there. I don't think Lucille would be enough. No, Lucille, you have to trade the 2-1.
No.
Oh, the Lucille.
No, Lucio would have been enough. If he had
No,
he
yeah.
had the colony at that point. But if he had both, it would have been enough.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. He's almost punishing the
Almost punished
almost
the
triple sorry to enter. 2 damage.
oh no.
Oh no, that's heartbreaking.
Almost
And
won
to finish the
world.
game, and Tsuyu takes it for the 2nd time. Our reigning Castle Royale champion, Tsuyu Ref. Holy shit. Dude, Natural Dragon looks so scary, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he definitely showed the power of Natura Dragon that you
Showing power.
rarely see.
Dragon class. So Tsuyu is gonna take it over East.
15 months of Valdane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is gonna be the last time we see
Might be
Valde
the last time you ever see Valdane.
Castle Royale.
Hope it is.
Maybe this is a sign. So next time Tsuyu does participate in the 3rd Castle Royale, he's not gonna be able to take it
Can't
back.
play Valdane. But I
Play-
think Valdane will be out of rotation at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. So that should be it. The last game of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Tsuyu Ref is gonna take it, and we're gonna wait a bit for an interview with him. Very, 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 very fun game. Like that was amazing.
Yeah, great showcase of Natura Dragon there by Tsuyu. Win
Actually-
his 2nd Castle Royale in a row out of 2. He has a 100% win rate.
Hello?
And here it is. Here it is.
And here he is.
Tsuyu, formerly known as Mint Candy. How does it feel to won your 2nd Castle Royale of this year?
Well, for the first match against Luisthepanda, I was a bit nervous because I promised my teammates that I'll be reading hentai if I lose the voting on stream. Yeah, but apparently I won,
Reading
and
hentai,
I feel like I feel a bit less tension, but yeah, I feel a bit relaxed after that going against Shira and East. Thanks for the congratulations, by the way.
Well, it does show you did 2-0 Shira and East very easily. So, like the only match you lost today is against Luis. You went 2-1 there, right?
Yeah, I missplit on against the rally rune. I don't know what you call it. Vehicle
Bike.
rune?
We were calling it bike.
Bike rune. Alright. Yeah. I made a misplay on one of the turns, and yeah.
Yeah, are you aware that you missed lethal on that last turn? It looked very intentional.
The last turn against East. Yeah.
No, I didn't miss lethal.
Wait, did you have do you have lethal with? Well, probably not, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Valdane
in
was like half
turn-
lethal.
The turn before the end, you could have just gone Valdane, Corrosion, Boom Double for lethal, right? And instead, you drew a ton of cards with the third world, healed well out of lethal.
I don't think it was enough. It was at 9. I'm not sure. I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't keeping track at all.
Either way,
Yeah.
he's almost had the comeback, but he missed it. So that was pretty sad
Yep.
to see.
Right.
Let's talk a bit about your decks, because you bring Natural Dragon again, but the other two
Yes,
decks.
I know you were targeting Sword.
Yeah, I was trying to target Sword, but no one in my bracket bought Sword, so
Yev is the only person who brought Sword, and he actually lost round one. So
yeah, that's why.
but you did pretty well either way, even without targeting Sword. I'm really in awe with how well the Esperoon draws today. I think you got 1-on-1 every single game.
Yeah, basically, I drew core and I drew all the spells I need and all the runies to close off the games. Yeah.
Yeah, Valdane,
I think
Valdane
Spellboost-
Corrosion.
I think Spellboost is
Boom
a
Double
very
for
strong
lethal at
deck.
the end.
It's
Yeah.
just that people are put off by it being bricky and not knowing how to use the spells correctly.
Yeah,
That's just
and
it.
I feel that you show very well on how powerful spell boost can be, even in this meta.
Yeah.
So now that you win your second Castle Royale, do you expect to win a third one?
A third one, I guess. It really depends, but I really want to cast in the Castle Royale itself, actually.
I mean, you have to kind of wiggle yourself out against Shira. Like, really pleased to Shira because he is deciding all of this. So
Yeah, I mean,
it is
Right.
gonna be interesting though for the third time, because Balin is rotating out, and that's one of your key card.
as much as I hate to admit it, yeah, he's actually one of my key cards. He actually did pretty well. I mean, for me throughout the years and stuff. Yeah.
All right, this just ends by Bjorn. So he's gonna give you a special title for the MS Discord server. So do you want to decide yourself, or should we decide for you? Because if you're letting us decide for you, I think you know what title you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be something about Valdin, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't mind letting you guys choose the role for me, but please just don't make it Valdin. Like, I'd rather have a DDD title, the
Yeah.
draft title.
if you want us to not decide, you have to decide right now.
I have to decide.
Right
I
now,
mean,
on stream. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Take off a Dave.
We don't have to think of one.
7. Time is ticking. 4.
Shadowverse Tanoshi.
Shadow Tanoshi. Okay.
Shadowverse Suge Tanoshi. Yeah.
Oh, okay. showing his main character power.
Yeah, Hero was undefeated today.
Yeah, the dragon lost one game, but
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
from
First
the
round, right?
I mean, I think I did better than my previous Castle Royale, where I was pretty shaky on some of the plays. But now I played pretty much the way I wanted it to be.
yeah,
So
you
yeah,
look
I'm a bit happy for myself as well.
very comfortable the whole day.
Yeah.
That should be it. Congratulations to you for
Thank
winning.
you, thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing you winning the third one, if you are allowed to go back to the third one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, one last thing. Do you have like any special things planned, like a content you want to share or anything here? Just plug.
Any content? I mean, I guess I'll just plug my Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. At Tsuyu SB, I post memes. I post ref related stuff. I'm a semi-competitive player for Team Revelation. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff about Shadowverse as well. So yeah, come follow me if you like how I played today, and follow the other casters as well. I think they're all great players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
also
that's all. Thank you.
Tsuyu in MS Cup, which is gonna be happening next week. I'm pretty sure you're casting next week, right? Because I would look pretty weird if you don't cast the next
For the
MS Cup.
record, next week MS Cup is
Yeah,
unlimited.
I would cast if I have time, but yeah, I'll definitely make a spot for MS Cup.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
you should Tsuyu.
Yeah, thank you.
And now, before we go off, I just want to say thank you to all the players that played today. Like Tsuyu said, go follow all the casters. They're all very, very cool good player, and very cool guys. I also want to thank all the staffs today. Thanks for Bjorn for dealing with the production. Nya and Yuri, who I believe are doing the brackets for Battlefy, and of course Justin for taking over Den today. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, I saw you in the chat, Den. I know you were around. I'm coming for you.
And lastly, of course, I have to thank Shira this time around because I forgot to thank him last time. Like he came up with all of this, get all the players in, and do most of the producing. So thanks, Shira. And before we go, I just want to reminder. Basically, a plugin. Next week is gonna be MS Cup, and I will also be having an MS talk next week, talking about the mini expansion. So that should be great. Lastly, make sure you guys go visit the Mana Search Discord, especially if you want to see Tsuyu and his cool new title. That will be fun. We can make fun of him in the Discord as well. Call him a Valding main, things like that. That should be it. Do you have anything else to add, Justin?
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Luis, even though he fell off quite early, losing round 1. I still want to congratulate him on getting added to a official esports team in Brutal Democracy. I didn't mention it quite enough earlier because his games ended very quickly.
And that should be it for us. I'm your caster, Kyo, and this is my co-caster, Justin.
Signing off.
And we are signing off right now. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.